How's it going, folks? Welcome to what is sure to be another ridiculous at-home table read. Tonight, we are once again abridging a good bunch of movies. We are taking care of Phase 2 of the MCU. We got a lot of movies ahead of us. We got some Iron Man, we got some Thor, we got some Cap, we got some Avengers, a couple Guardians in there, even a bit of Ant-Man. So we're going to have a ton of fun going through this thing. But let's jump right in. Let's introduce ourselves.
Hey, I'm Curtis, and I'm going to be the scene description, also Samuel L. Jackson, and Dave Bautista.
Hi, I'm George, and I'll be Chris Evans.
Hello, I am Catie, and I will be Chris Hemsworth.
I'm Logan. I'm going to be Robert Downey Jr.
I'm Chelsea. I'll be ScarJo.
I'm Kevin, and I'll be Jeremy Renner.
Hi, I'm Anne, and I will be Mark Ruffalo.
I'm Matt. I'm going to be Chris Pratt and also James Spader.
Hello, I'm Mary. I'll be Zoe Saldana.
I'm Hunter, and I'll be working like a warhorse to be your night manager tonight because I'm Tom Hiddleston.
I'm Eric. I'll be Sebastian Stan.
Hello, I'm Travis, and I'll be playing America's favorite, Vin Diesel.
What?
Travis, you already did too much. That's all. Yeah, disappear behind your Fast and Furious.
More than one.
All right, Curtis, take us away.
All right. MCU Phase 2 Abridged, written by Iron Man 3 by Rick Lewis and Alex W. Thor Dark World by Alex W. Captain America Winter Soldier by Rick Lewis. Guardians of the Galaxy by Alex W. and Chris W. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 by Alex W., Chris W., and John K. Avengers Age of Ultron by Rod, Alex W., and John K. Ant-Man by John K. and Alex W. Woo. Based on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay. Fade in. Interior prologue, Robert Downey Jr.'s lab. We see lots of Iron Man suits exploding because, as we learn later on, they're actually decorated with propane tanks.
Sometimes your action affect the future in mysterious ways. Ways that no one could ever foresee. Like sometimes, when you're a total dickweed to people, they do mean shit to you later. Life is subtle like that.
Interior Science Symposium, Switzerland, 1999. Robert Downey Jr. uses the full breadth of his formidable acting powers to portray an irresponsible, substance-abusing horn dog coasting on his charm in the late 1990s.
Hey, everybody! Remember, I either want to fuck you or fuck with you, so don't be in the wrong group. Come on, people, I'm an Oscar nominee. Where's the crack? Somebody blow me already.
Oh, I'm totally DTF.
Ah, me too. Come on, she may be a hot babe, but I've got utterly ridiculous nerd makeup.
Plus, I've got some killer butt in my room. Like, it literally explodes, which we'll also do to people later on. And I'm basically ready to spill the entire plot of the movie right now, if you'd like.
But instead, Robert decides to pull a prank on Guy and do a fucking dash on Rebecca.
Ah, Robert's childish practical joke is all the motivation I need to follow a path of pure evil for the rest of my life. From this day forth, I shall become bad guy.
Similarly, this one night stand is all the motivation I need to also follow the path of pure evil for the rest of my life. Because the Marvel Universe literally revolves around Robert Downey Jr. at this point.
Interior Robert's house, present day. Robert is sitting around at home and decides to test out his new technology.
Engage slapstick mode.
Each individual piece of his new armor launches itself straight at his junk, except the gloves, which land on his hands and then punch his junk.
Looks like I'm planning to fund my next armored suit by winning America's Funniest Home Videos. Hey, speaking of getting kicked in the crotch, where's Gwyneth Paltrow?
Gwyneth Paltrow enters very angry about something. It doesn't really matter what.
Robert, you're a thoughtless, selfish asshole.
Engage Downey Charm.
I love you so much. Please, dear God, have sex with me right now.
The scene will only get better the next 3 times we do it.
In your unknown terrorist location, terrorist mastermind Ben Kingsley is working on his entry to the 1983 MTV Movie Awards.
We are a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world. G.I. Joe will never Cobra!
Dude, tone it down. You're going to give away the big twist. Now, since I'm obsessed with cloaking myself in total anonymity, what's the most out of character thing I could possibly do?
Head down to Gwyneth Paltrow's office and personally rubber face an evil super soldier technology.
Perfect.
Interior, Gwyneth's office. Bad guy Pearce meets Gwyneth Paltrow inside an enormous squat office building played by Jon Favreau. Gwyneth Paltrow?
Make it quick, guy. I'm in the middle of a crucial project. It may cost us millions of dollars and require our most cutting-edge technology, but I am getting that goddamn sexiest woman alive title if it kills me.
Very well.
Bad guy whips at a giant 3D projection of his brain.
Wow, that's quite an impressive organ you've got there.
And that's how we use our super fast healing potion to create evil super soldiers. Any questions?
Sorry. I couldn't hear you over my lady boner.
Damn it! How many times are we going to have to explain our evil plans straight to the heroes' faces before they get that we are evil?
5. So that whole brain map thing will be important later, right?
Not really. The only point of most of these first act scenes is so we didn't have to start the movie with second act scenes.
Interior restaurant. Robert has some wings with Don Cheadle, while dozens of fellow patrons completely ignore the guy who flew a nuclear missile through a wormhole and defeated the alien army. And that's nice and all, but Cajun dust, boneless bites at half price, okay? A little busy here.
Oh, dear, I feel all PTSD-y all of a sudden. I can't stand being out of the house. Just put on the armor, which is parked outside, all opened up in plain view where any asshole could just load into it like a truck and take it.
Yeah, remember last movie when the government was saying you couldn't be trusted with this technology? How irresponsible and shit? We made them look like the bad guy?
Oh, come on, nobody remembers the last movie. The audience just thinks Iron Man 2 was an alternate title for the Avengers.
Interior Robert's house. Robert is back to sitting around at home. Gwyneth Paltrow enters very angry about something. It still doesn't matter what, but there's a giant inflatable bunny this time, so that's different.
Robert, you're a thoughtless, selfish asshole.
Engage!
Shouldn't we go after the bad guys at some point?
Fuck off, John. You're not directing this one.
No, seriously, there's a terrorist blowing up Americans all over the world. Isn't that exactly the kind of thing that Iron Man is supposed to care about? And in the first movie, actually did care about?
Well, it turns out we have CGI armor mishaps and romantic squabbles without even leaving the house.
Fine. If you refuse to go outside and engage in the plot, I'll just have to go do it myself.
John, despite being comically, personally tracks down evil super soldiers, but the actual heroes continue not giving a shit.
Aha! Engineers are being turned into super soldiers who are also living time bombs. What a surprise!
Dude, we've been knowing that for a while now. We've just been waiting for you to catch up.
Damn it. I know I shouldn't have given up the director's chair. That does it. I'm taking over.
Director Shane Black blows up Jon Favreau. In response, Robert heroically calls a press conference.
I'm so deeply distraught by what happened to John that I'm finally going to get off my ass and do something. I hereby challenge Ben Kingsley to fight me. But only if he'll come to me, because fuck if I'm leaving the house for anybody. And to prove I'm not scared, here's my address.
Do you seriously think your home address is a secret, the huge, ostentatious cliffside mansion that you, a public figure, drive into nothing but expensive sports cars in a country with 800 paparazzi per celebrity? Dude, any rim job that can type TMZ.com knows where you live.
Interior Robert's house. Robert is, you guessed it, sitting around at home. Gwyneth Paltrow enters very angry about something. And it still doesn't matter what.
You're a thoughtless, selfish.
Holy fuck. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just can't take this scene one more time. If you refuse to investigate the plot, I'm just going to have to show up at your house and blurt it all right out.
Hey, check it out, current girlfriend Gwyneth. It's a past conquest of mine. I totally nailed her back in her Seventh Heaven days, soon after her breakthrough role in the 1997 Yuli's Gold. Are you impressed?
You do know I'm not Jessica Biel, right?
Oh, come on, these movies do nothing but splooge money faster than Marvel can gulp it down. I think we can afford Jessica Biel.
Just listen to me. Guy Pearce and Ben Kingsley are working together. They've taken my research and...
We know this is the third time we explained it. Just blow something up already. Robert's house is obliteratingly blown up by terrorist missiles. Yeah, now let's see Robert kick some ass. Robert is immediately defeated and thrown in the ocean, but luckily his armor springs to life and flies him off at the exact instant that Gwyneth and Rebecca and all the bad guys are all looking the other way. Exterior, Tennessee. The armor crash lands in a snowbank because Connecticut gave the South its Weber for Christmas. Robert takes shelter in a work shed where he's found by a 12-year-old Ty Simpkins.
Gosh, mister, I'm a lovable little scamp who's probably reminds you a lot of yourself at this age.
Shut up before I vomit and make you eat it, you little snot rag.
I love you. Be my daddy.
No one can resist the Downey charm. Look, remember, kids, always trust strange older men who show up in your garage with cool toys.
Seriously, adopt me? This town sucks balls.
There's a reason the armor had a flight path for Tennessee. Oh, yeah, so I can find the mother of the one exploded super soldier and explain to the audience for the fourth time how the dangerously unstable super soldier formula works.
Interior redneck bar. Robert finds the military mom who has a file folder.
Excuse me, ma'am, but I need the file.
Why should I give you the file?
I will kill you all unless I get the file.
No! You mustn't take the file!
Okay, what the fuck is this file? And why does it not matter before or after this scene?
Don't you see? It's the file! File having fight time!
Unarmored, Robert recklessly attacks the evil super soldiers.
If I defeat two of these super soldiers with my bare hands, it's not going to ruin any sense of threat when I essentially face them in full armor, will it?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Robert defeats the super soldiers with a hidden palm blaster that apparently he had all along but didn't want to use too early because Blockbuster's got to log those action minutes.
Thanks for the help, kid, but I got to bounce.
Any ideas what I should do when the super soldiers heal and wake up even angrier than before?
I don't know. Maybe you should try stealing their movies, you little shit.
Exterior highway. Robert calls Iron Cheadle on his magical cell phone that can reach anyone, anytime, anywhere.
Hey, Don, your Star-Spangled Iron Man armor uses Guy Pearce's technology, right? And you're wearing it right now, correct?
Yep, and yep.
Yeah, great. Give me your password to one of Guy Pearce's satellites.
Of course. My password is fuck you, Terrence Howard. Now, is there anything you'd like to tell me about Guy Pearce while we're on this phone together? Say that he's super evil and I should get out of this corrupted death trap armor right the fuck now?
Nah.
Okay. Hey, how's it going with that international terrorist you're fighting? You need any help with that? Maybe me or Shield or Hulk or...
No, I'm good.
Asshole.
Robert finds a random Stan Lee cameo event, gazes at its computers and hack into Bad Guy's satellite, which immediately shows him a highly condensed, well-edited highlight reel of Bad Guy's plan, as satellites naturally do.
Hey, fifth time's the charm. I think my senior super genius brain finally understands Guy's evil plan. Now, I can go stop him, but first I should make a quick stop at Home Depot to MacGyver myself some homemade tasers and joy buzzers and stuff.
Hey, you know what's easier to make your own taser? Buying one.
Yeah, whatever. If I was going to do that, I might as well just buy a gun.
Yes, that. Go do that. He doesn't. Interior Miami. Robert invades Bad Guy's headquarters single-handedly, defeating all the non-superpower soldiers and comes face-to-face with terrorist mastermind Ben Kingsley.
Whoa, dude. Got any dope? Homespun if you got it.
What a twist. You're in a mastermind after all, just a washed-up theater hack.
Yeah. For some reason, we thought it was a good idea to put an aging drug-addicted actor in an Iron Man movie.
Suddenly, Bad Guy captures Robert.
Aha! I've also captured Don Cheadle with a secret handshake and kidnapped Gwyneth Paltrow thanks to a clever ruse by the star of Blade Trinity and the Rules of Attraction.
Guy, for the last time.
All the heroes are at my mercy. Now let's spin the wheel of reason supervillains refuse to kill the hero.
Real Fast Price wants you alive to see my triumph. Slows down and higher up villain wants you to kill you personally. Injures past secretly a family member and lands on I want you to join me.
So what do you say, Robert? Want to play for the other team?
Dude, I already said I'm not going to have sex with you.
Perhaps you forget who's in charge now. As a reminder, watch helplessly as I gun down the 1997 recipient of the Young Artist Award for Best Performance in a Feature Film. Farewell, Mrs. Timberlake.
God damn it, I'm not.
You can murder the stars of 2005 Stealth all you want, Guy. I still won't join you.
Well, how about if I inject Gwyneth with the super soldier serum, which I can't imagine biting me in the ass later on? Now will you cross over?
Let's see. So far, you've killed a bad guy and given a good guy superpowers. Figure if I just stall for time, you'll eventually form the Defenders and frag Thanos for me, so no thanks.
Huh. Well, perhaps Don Cheadle will be more receptive to my homo-coerciveness.
In here, elsewhere inside Bad Guy HQ, Iron Cheadle is being poked at by Guy's henchmen.
Stand back. I know how to get him out of there. Who's a good Iron Don? Who's a good Iron Don? Who's a good boy? Wigga, wigga, wigga.
Okay, quit. Here's the suit. Take it. I guess we should have a big badass fight now.
Instead, Bad Guy breathes fire at Dawn, knocks him out.
Now I'll just leave you unguarded to regain consciousness deep in the nerve center of my operation. Meanwhile, we'll go after the president, which is a thing villains do.
Bad Guy leaves, taking Gwyneth and all his super soldiers with him, with no one of interest left to fight. Robert's armor in Tennessee finally powers up and sends pieces of itself to the rescue. Semi-Iron Robert defeats the remaining guards and finds Dawn.
We're definitely calling in S.H.I.E.L.D. now, right?
Are you kidding? They're filled with TV actors now. We're big movie stars.
Good point. I guess we should call the president at least.
Oh, I misdialed and got Vice President Miguel Ferrer instead. Like, I'm sure that's good enough.
Cut to interior head office of Buy 10 Plot Threads, Get One Free Incorporated.
So yeah, I'm evil.
Interior Air Force One. Baldy McHenchman, wearing Iron Cheadle's armor, takes over the plane. Haha, now I'll shove the president in the Iron Patriot suit, but I'll still be in control of it somehow, even after it leaves, and I'm busy fighting Iron Downey. Fully Iron Downey Jr. arrives and fights Baldy, eventually blasting a hole right the fuck through his chest.
Well, that's the end of him. No amount of super soldier formula could ever repair a gaping hole in the center of your chest, and please everybody forget that by the end of the movie, okay?
Exterior oil platform in the Atlantic Ocean, the president is brought to Bad Guy inside the Iron Cheadle suit, which is now just fucking with people for his own amusement or something.
Now I'm going to make it look like Ben Kingsley killed you, even though I should be fully aware that Kingsley's cover has been blown.
Outside, Robert and Dawn plan their attack.
Oh, by the way, I turned all 41 other Iron Man armors into autonomous drones, and they're on the way.
What? You just now thought of that? You could have done that at any time. Like right after you issued the challenge to Ben Kingsley, or the second you arrived in Tennessee, or when you drove to Miami to single-handedly attack the bad guys with a homemade stun gun.
Shit, I never really had to leave my house in the first place. Damn it all.
All the Iron Man suits arrive and attack a bunch of random evil super soldiers we've never seen before, because drone strikes against faceless enemies is exactly the kind of brainless person escapism we were craving. Meanwhile, Dawn rescues the president with his sudden Spider-Man powers, but no one really cares. Robert tries to rescue Gwyneth, but explosions and girders happen and she plummets to her fiery doom.
No! How tragic. How horrible. Is anyone buying that she's really dead? No?
Now you're trapped, Robert. As soon as I get over there, I'm going to kill you with my bare hands.
It's a good thing you can't spit fire or something and kill me from a distance.
Shit, I totally forgot I can do that.
Too late! My Lego armor has finally arrived. Time to suit up!
Superpowered bad guy and fully armored Robert finally fight. For like half a second.
Ah, I've defeated you. Now you die.
Wait, I've got one last trick.
Robert surrounds every inch of Guy's body with an armor suit and totally blows him up, achieving nothing.
Ah, you cannot defeat me, Robert, because I am the Mandarin.
Whew. I'd hate to be fighting the guy who just killed the love of my life without having him have a goofy supervillain name.
But suddenly, superpowered Gwyneth throws one explosive at the guy, and somehow double infinity blows him up, which defeats him.
Gwyneth, you're alive!
Yeah, the extremist super soldier thing regenerated me. And somehow, my sports bra.
Well, I now realize it was paranoid and foolish for me to build all of these extra armors, even though it saved all of our asses. And even though we know for a fact that hostile alien armadas could attack Earth at any time, who needs like 40 Iron Man when you got Hawkeye, am I right? Hey, disembodied voice of Paul Bettany. In all the suits.
Even the one currently propping up a load-bearing part of the platform?
Especially that one. Yeah.
Wait, isn't my armor just one of Tony's old suits with a new paint job?
All the Iron Man suits burst into pretty fireworks. Robert and Gwyneth share a hug while supervillains everywhere pop open champagne and host crime spree planning fuck parties. Exterior, rubble of Robert's house.
So I fixed Gwyneth so she won't overheat and blow up now. I also fixed my heart shrapnel and the gaping hole in my chest. Because I realized something. I am this franchise. Me. Robert Downey fucking Jr. You hear that, Marvel? Get the damn checkbook ready.
And interior bonus scene.
And now for the traditional post-credit surprise. I was narrating to Mark Ruffalo the whole time. Exciting, huh? Look, it was either that or an Ant-Man teaser.
Hi everyone. So does Gwyneth still have super healing fire powers? Because hello, spinoff.
Who the fuck cares? Because it's not me.
Fair point. Fair point. So now that you fixed the extremist formula, I assume you've made it available to the public, right? We've made injury and disease a thing of the past.
Of course. Not doing that would make me an enormously raging douchebag, and I learned that lesson from the original Iron Man. And Iron Man 2. And the Avengers.
Yeah, so that makes life in the Marvel universe way less dangerous, exciting, and dramatic. Congrats.
Oops. Well, maybe nobody will notice. It's not like every summer movie will introduce a magical super healing substance and then leave it hanging. God damn it.
Fade in. The 3D audience is briefly packed into believing that there will be a Captain America subplot before realizing they're watching a trailer which features a brand spanking new SHIELD helicarrier being revealed and then totally destroyed within 2 minutes and wraps up with a tantalizing promise of some random emo dude. Fade in for real. Exterior, the Dark World, 5,000 years ago. A big swirly energy field thingy appears because the superhero genre today has been painfully so lacking in big swirly energy field thingies.
Before the universe existed, there was only the terrible destructive force known as the Ether. That and the Dark Elves, Jesus Christ, and the Ancient Ones, and the Old Ones, the Jinn, the Silkman, the Life Entity, the Hounds of Tinderlos, what the fuck, the Nibelungians, possibly the Celestials. Honestly, there was a whole fuck ton of stuff. Pretty much all of it evil. But for now, we're going to focus on the Dark Elves and their leader, Christopher Eccleston. So underappreciated. Who declared himself the eternal enemy of all that is true and good, that he declined to participate in the Doctor Who 50th anniversary special. Motherfucker. I mean, really, get over yourself, Destro.
The audience is treated to a montage of Jedi fighting orcs in Zack Snyder's Sparta.
Anyway, the Dark Elves tried to use the Ether to wipe out the Nine Realms during the last convergence. But the Asgardians defeated them, and they assumed Eccleston was killed, even though nobody saw him die, and they never found his body, as you do. The ether was too dangerous and powerful to keep, but could not be destroyed. So my father, the king, made certain it would never, ever be found again by facing it inside a cave. In plain view on an exposed ledge in a big, scary, conspicuous box, engraved with runes saying, "No ether here, honest." Completely sealed except for a slit going all the way through, allowing the ether to remain visible, and also infect anyone who got close enough. Found my Christmas presents early every damn year, without even trying. Hell, one time they were under my own pillow. Dear old Dad did not understand hiding, is my fucking point.
Interior, Asgard present day, Tom Hiddleston is brought in chains before Anthony Hopkins.
You've done it this time, Tom. You have implied blood of hundreds of off-screen innocents on your hands, and nearly brought about the destruction of the human race. I must impose the harshest punishment on... Oh, and I can't stay mad at you. You lovable scamp. Just shit in your room till we need you, okay?
Exterior Realm number 4, the Realming. The annual Braveheart meets Excalibur convention is about to go sour when Chris Hemsworth arrives in a fabulous rainbow burst.
Oh, goody! Thor's here. Want to pop a keg, brah?
No, thank you, for I have left my foolish youth behind, and I am now older, wiser, more mature, straight up stoic hero type. Or in other words, I'm dull as fuck.
That's okay. Thanks for saving my village. Allow me to repay you by lending my assistance with...
Sorry. It's just time to dump your ass faster than the Jet Li in Expendables 2. I'll keep all my white war buddies around, though.
Shit, dude, what happened to pandering to Asian audiences? I thought that's what every blockbuster did now. This is some Norse grade bullshit.
I don't know. I might prefer having no character arc instead of crush on Thor, fail, repeat.
Interior Asgard, the other warriors get drunk celebrating Asgardian exceptionalism and their interventionist foreign policy while Chris Hemsworth broods manfully.
You seem troubled, Chris. Is it because you, an immortal, have fallen in love with a mortal woman?
Yeah, it's partly that. And partly the thought of having to ask Robert Pattinson for advice.
Well, I might have something insightful to say, if I weren't so beyond fucking bored by all this. Tell you what, go fuck Jamie Alexander. That's your all-seeing Odin bulletin for today. Now go find a way to bring Tom back into the movie before the audience lapses into an even deeper coma than I'm already in.
Hey, Tom is master of illusion and disguise. Do you think that right now, since he's safely locked up, we should all establish some code words with each other in case Tom tries impersonating any of us?
Oh, you and your crazy ideas. See, this is why you're not ready to be king yet.
Interior Restaurant London, Natalie Portman is on a date with Chris O'Dowd, who, thanks to a later cameo by Chris Evans, has settled for being fourth string Chris on this movie.
Oh, sure. Number one, Chris may have been busy restoring kingdoms and single-hammeredly battling against rock monsters, but I've been just as valiant on my own, restoring my lava life profile and heroically doing battle on the dating circus. What, really?
So, Natalie, you must be wondering how a blockbuster superhero movie already full of narrative threads could possibly find time for a tertiary rom-com subplot. Funny thing...
Holy shit! There's readings! The gizmos have motherfucking readings!
Later, bitches!
Reading!
The fuck just happened?
Exterior abandoned warehouse. Natalie, Cat, and intern guy that we won't bother mentioning again following the readings to the warehouse.
Wow, this place is full of gravitational anomalies and wormholes that make random things disappear to God's nowhere. We should wander around until something bad happens to us.
Sure enough, Natalie gets wormholed to a cutscene in the Ether Cave where she gets infected.
Oh man, I can't even press Z or wiggle the nunchuck to get out of here. Ugh.
She wakes up back outside the warehouse.
Fuck's sake, Nat. You've been gone 5 hours. I called the police so I could start throwing cops through various wormholes until one of them found you. What happened?
I think I've been infected with an evil, destructive power from the dawn of time that might kill me. I've also created a neaty anti-rain shield. So these days of wondering whether to bring an umbrella, gone.
Suddenly, an enormous sparkle bomb announces the arrival of Chris Hemsworth.
Thank goodness! It's Thor! And his costume that's sometimes his sleeves and sometimes not.
Yeah, 'tis I. Idris Elba told me that his super detection power could no longer see you. So naturally, I rushed to Earth in case you'd been replaced by Maggie Gyllenhaal or Anne Hathaway or anybody interesting. I mean, Cat may have a voice like a bone saw, but at least you know when she's on screen. Oh, you're still here, which is great.
Exterior space, several 100,000 light years across the endless void, and behind an asteroid away, the dark elf ships flicker to life.
Wow, such awakening. Very evil.
Someone has disturbed the ether, thus rousing us from our eternal sleep. Huh. So if they'd just flung the ether into deep space 5,000 years ago, we'd have been completely screwed.
Much space. So deep. Gosh.
Yes, our vengeance is at hand. First I shall turn into a cursed, which makes me super awesome powerful, but will also make me like someday. Then I shall infiltrate the enemies of Asgard, be defeated in battle, get myself taken prisoner, and be thrown in the royal dungeon. That should take all of 40 seconds. To glory!
Wow.
Interior Asgard Medical College.
What's going on here? Surely human doctors can deal with being supernaturally bound to ancient forces of mythic destruction. I mean, really, do I have to be in another goddamn scene? I am so fucking over all this.
I've been trying to get Natalie into Odin Care for hours, but it keeps timing out. Help us.
Oh, God. I knew I shouldn't have lifted the ban on pre-universe existing conditions. Very well. I shall help in the form of telling you the entire backstory of the Ether and the Dark Elves. Again! This will lull the Ether to sleep and buy us time. Fuck yeah.
Phew! Thanks. But wait. Why was the ether hidden in one of the realms that became wormhole ridden during a convergence? Also known as the worst fucking time for someone to have the ether? You guys have space travel. Why not use a Mars cave or some other freaking solar system altogether?
Apparently, my grandfather sucked balls at hiding things. Anthony goes on and on about finding his Christmas presents early. Of course, he had to hide my PS3 under 10 tons of concrete. And I'm still waiting for the manufacturer's warranty to...
And if they existed before anything else, why are they dark elves? Shouldn't they just be elves? Or did they start as elves and then mute?
No! Don't say the forbidden word!
Oh, that's right. I forgot that the assholes at Fox copyrighted Common Noun. Hey, how about for Avengers 2 we forget Ultron and fuck up those guys instead?
At that very moment, Adewale is led into the dungeon where he double activates his curse power, which strongly resembles the extremist power from Iron Man 3, but what the heck? He busts out.
Ah, and what's more, I've synchronized this with an exterior space-up attack. It may seem like I have no way of doing that, but I told them to attack when that guy in the third row finished his hot dog.
Outside, Idris Elba spots a cloaked dark elf ship and attacks it all Wolverine versus Sentinel style. Finally, I get to fucking do something. That's right, bitches. Idris Elba has fucking arrived. Well, that was useless. The Dark Elf ships start shooting and crashing into things, including the palace. A group of Asgards rush towards a crashed Dark Elf ship just as the Dark Elves emerge and start blasting.
Fuck, did we just bring swords to a laser fight?
Don't worry, we kicked these guys' asses in the prologue. We'll be fine. Our entire squad is killed.
Don't worry, Padme. The Palace Guard will handedly dispatch these invading aliens. We shan't let the evil Trade Federation get you.
Why don't you take a deep breath and try doing that line again?
Can Natalie come play? Gosh, such threaten.
Finally, I too get to fucking do something.
Ah,
That's
fuck.
right, bitches. Rene Russo has fucking arrived.
No! Curse our particular blend of immortality that can withstand near infinite crushing and energy damage, but one sharp edge and we're totally fucked.
Oh, wow, such lightning. Very burn. Ow.
Oh crap, we didn't count on facing Thor when we planned our attack on Asgard. Home of Thor, better retreat and wait for a better time, since the same cursed power that makes me mightier than him will also fuck me dead at any moment. My wife, dead. Asgard, in tatters. Our ancient enemies return stronger than ever. Oh, what fresh cruelty doth wicked fate have next in store?
Exterior Earth. Meanwhile, still in Skarsgård has no pants. Interior War Room, Asgard.
There's no time to rebuild the castle shield. I mean, maybe there would have been time before we spent a week planning Rene Russo's funeral, but right now we're fucked. As in, utterly defenseless.
I had defenses once. It was horrible. What? I need to give you a plan now. Fine. As the most battle-hardened leader here, I order everyone to sit with their thumb up their ass until our enemies regroup and come wipe us out. And that goes double for you, Chris. I want to see both thumbs up that ass.
Fuck's sake, everywhere I go, there's some asshole with an eye patch bossing me around.
Interior Official Treason Plotting Chamber. Chris gathers Tom Hiddleston, Jamie Alexander, Zachary Levi, Ray Stevenson, and Idris Elba for a secret meeting.
Good news, guys. I came up with a plan that allows you all to help without giving any of you too much screen time. After all, we can't forget who the cornerstone of this franchise is.
Indeed.
So Tom, Natalie, and I will escape while running into exactly the same number of guard squads as we have buddies to hold them off. Then I'll use Tom's secret backdoor canyon to enter the dark world and... Oh, fuck. I just created 86 more terabytes of fanfic, didn't I?
At least. Look, I'm not sure about this plan of yours.
Me neither. You may be god of the storm, and Nat may be at death's door.
Well, listen up. My friend Thor is not too bright to trust Loki.
It's not all right to trust Loki. I don't know what moves I'm supposed to be busting.
It's just not right to trust Loki.
It's
Enough, you dim-witted hooligans. Come. Let's away.
Chris plans works, and soon enough, he plunges desperately into Tom's mysterious crevice. And oh crap, there's another 53 terabytes. But now he's with them too, being all faint and vulnerable, and that didn't help. Exterior Dark World.
So, Tom, do you want to deal with how you gave out of all directions to Renee's chambers, thus getting our mom killed? Oh, shucks. Forget it. Let's do this.
But suddenly, Tom pulls a totally unexpected double cross, cutting off Chris's hands and delivering Natalie to Christopher Eccleston.
Wow, much power. Pretty clouds rule every stuff.
My hand isn't cut off. It's an illusion. And although the same illusion concealing my hand could have also concealed my hammer, I must now summon it to me because Thor summoning his hammer is always cool. Always.
Most repetitive. Wow, such pointless.
That's what you think? But somehow I'm convinced myself that the ageless either that could not be annihilated by the combined might of all Asgard will surely be wiped out by a bolt of lightning. Why isn't this working?
Time for me to kick some Asgardian!
Gosh, much leaving. Very conquer. Not so fast. Now for the other masterstroke of the plan, where Tom's illusion also concealed me. Yes, after Idris Elba used the Bifrost to summon me to Asgard, I stashed myself on the boat Chris took here, remaining undetected until I could deliver the crucial blow thus. Wait, where'd that part go? Now it says Idris makes an empty symbolic gesture before fucking off for the rest of the movie. And I don't even see my name in it.
Eccleston takes off. Meanwhile, Adewale and Tom manage to violently impale each other. And what is it with you people?
Oh, you can't die, Tom. The Marvel Cinematic Unit. I need you. I need you.
Nope, it's the end for me. You know, Marvel, dead is dead. 1,000,000%.
Oh my god! Tom's is totes dead for reals. And look, I found my car keys. That means the wormhole from the warehouse leads here. And I guess it also means we never actually needed Tom's help to get here in the first place. Oops.
Exterior, Earth, Natalie's place. The gang meet up to figure out their plan and finally put some goddamn pants on Stellan Skarsgård.
So, as we've explained 3 times already, Eccleston can use the ether to destroy the 9 realms during the convergence, which is happening now. But all we have to stop him, really, are the metal poles that detect wormhole activity.
Wait. I can convert the detection poles into uber powerful control poles? Much like I can convert headphones into an iPod? Does anyone mind if we pause so I can savor my one and only active contribution to the...
No time, big crazy final fight now!
Sure enough, Christopher Eccleston arrives in his command ship and plows it into the ground, since apparently this is the only way Dark Elf ships can land.
Wow. Such London. Converge. 9 realms. So deadly. Gosh.
Battle is joined. Chris and Christopher take turns pummeling the fuck out of each other, while Natalie and Stellan twist knobs and shit, trying to control the wormholes, but generally only making things more fucked up.
You are not helping as much as you might think.
Meanwhile, Thor's hammer spends most of the fight, completely devoted to frantically chasing after Thor, which suggests that the writers had decided the Hammer is female. Interior subway.
Damn, teleported into a comic sidebar moment during the final battle. Without my trusty hammer, I must rely on this mortal transport device. I hope something reaches me soon. Mjolnir reaches me soon.
Mew mew.
Mjolnir.
Mew mew.
Doesn't your hammer only come to you when you stick out your arm and make frowny faces?
Excelsior!
Chris valiantly takes the Jubilee line south to Green Park, then transfers to the Piccadilly line eastbound to King's Cross, where he has his choice of the Circle Line, Hammersmith Line, or Metropolitan Line to reach Liverpool Street Station, where he finds Mjolnir and bashes a teleport control rod right into Chris Eccleston's fucking chest.
Awesome! Now I could teleport Eccleston and his ship to the dark underworld, where the ship will fall and crush him like the wannabe Will E. Coyote that he is. Yep. Turns out the only thing in creation that can neutralize the Anther is a Looney Tunes ending.
Interior Asgard throne room, Chris Hemsworth does some post-game analysis with Anthony Hopkins.
So, we gotta talk about all that treason stuff that my friends and I did.
It's all good.
Cool. Wanna hold my hammer for a sec?
I don't feel like it. Instead, let's have a heartwarming moment about fathers and sons and shit.
Indeed. That was a nice moment. Sure would suck if we completely undercut it somehow.
But shockingly to anyone with the attention span of Mulch, Anthony is really Tom Hiddleston.
The throne of Asgard is finally mine. Now I shall assume all of Anthony's kingly duties, including military, political, and marital. Maybe it's just as well Renee got killed off.
And interior trippy space museum type place. Jamie brings the enchanted box that barely lost out to Natalie Portman during casting to Benicio del Weirdo, who is playing beloved Marvel character, weirdest fucking guy in the universe, man.
So somehow we got the ether out of the Eccleston. Thank you. And now it's a gem or some shit. We figured it's safer in some creepazoid's library than buried in the heart of a sun somewhere. So here you are.
1 down, 5 to go. Wait, 5? Seriously? Holy fuck! This is gonna take till goddamn 2037.
And interior Natalie Portman's apartment. Natalie is hard at work moping when
I say Nookie.
Oh, thank God you're back. There's a giant alien beast rampaging through London and
an immortal embrace from the God of Thunder, but fear not, gentle readers. The alien beast was handily dealt with in thrilling fashion by the intrepid Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh boy, oh, that's rich. No, seriously, Torchwood got it. And exterior, Washington, D.C. It's spring in America's capital city, and broom is in the air. Chris Evans comes across Anthony Mackie while jogging.
Hey, you're running from something? Show me some ID.
Is this because I'm black?
Oh, sorry, I've been frozen in ice. Do we not do that to black people anymore?
Well, let's just say we don't. Why don't you make it up to me by dropping by the VA hospital as Captain America and cheering up the veterans?
Well, that sounds like a wonderful...
No, really, I just want you to help me score with the receptionist.
Scarlett Johansson drives up.
She seriously hasn't been here the whole time, and now she's here. Yo, Chris, do you know the movie started like 5 minutes ago, right? Nobody's going to pay IMAX 3D prices to watch you two pull each other's pigtails. Time to suit up.
Interior S.H.I.E.L.D. Caribbean Princess cruise liner. French-speaking terrorists have captured a S.H.I.E.L.D. Navy vessel and are holding everyone hostage.
I bulked up to the size of a fucking tank for this movie. Why are you shoving me in a padded black suit like I'm Michael Keaton?
Sorry, our toy company contract specifies at least one new costume per movie, which is why my hair keeps changing. Besides, this outfit is much more practical for stealth missions. Now grab your fluorescent red and white shield and go kick some ass.
He does. Oh.
So, anyone catch the series finale of How I Met Your Mother the other night?
You may have defeated 28 regular terrorists with your bare hands, but I have a superpower none of those other guys had. A speaking line.
By Screen Actors Guild rules, Chris is required to take his time with this fight for no apparent reason. Fortunately, this gives Scarlett time to secretly download the ship's secret data files into a secret flash drive. Secrecy. I was one of those hostages. See, I'm from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Awesome, right?
I'm sorry, I've never seen it.
Because you've been frozen in the ice for 70 years?
Because no one actually watches that show.
Ooh. Interior Smithsonian Museum. Chris visits a Smithsonian exhibit about himself. Because I don't care how humble you are, admit it. If the Smithsonian had an exhibit on you, you go visit that thing every fucking day.
Just in case someone missed the first movie, I better listen to the entire museum audio tour in its entirety.
Oh, do I just say that? Oh, it is okay. Fade in. Exterior New York City, 1942. A weak, super skinny Chris Evans gets picked up by bullies.
Wow, Gary Sinise, we overcast the shit out of this role. Does he owe the IRS money or something?
Interior S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, Samuel L. Motherfucking Jackson is showing off 3 new helicarriers capable of individually targeting and assassinating millions of people every minute. Because the line between espionage and wiping out an entire nation from your floating death fortress gets blurry when you're wearing an eye patch. All this technology is all made possible by a fan Robert Downey Jr. from the much more popular Iron Man franchise. Now, we've only got to shoehorn his name into the movie 2 more times in hopes he'll magically appear like Beetlejuice. They do, but he doesn't.
Is anyone else bothered by this new technology? Fortunately, I met a wise black man while jogging this morning, and Hollywood says they have the best advice.
Interior Veterans Administration Hospital. Chris walks in on a PTSD group therapy session and listens in for a while, because that's the sort of thing they just let people hang out and watch. Go ahead, try it. Bring some friends and some popcorn. They'll be happy to see you.
Hey, Anthony, I'm worried S.H.I.E.L.D. is crossing the line from morally ambiguous assassins to morally ambiguous assassins with 3 new helicarriers. I feel like maybe I should retire.
That's just a symptom of superhero sequel syndrome. Think Superman 2, Spider-Man 2, Batman Forever, The Dark Knight Rises, The Wolverine, Ghost Rider 2, even Hellboy 2.
Gosh, you're right. All better now. Having a black friend is great.
What am I? What I liver? I'll make you appreciate me again. 8 million assassins try to kill Samuel L. Motherfucking Jackson, but fail only for Sebastian Stan to demonstrate how badass he is by killing him single-handedly.
I know, it's hard on all of us.
No, I literally find it impossible to believe he's dead. He's Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson, and we all know he's in the next Avengers movie. Besides, have you ever read a fucking Marvel comic in your life? No one stays dead. Not even Bucky anymore. Oops, spoilers.
Yeah, we need to figure that out. Interior S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, Robert Redford, who may or may not be U.S. Secretary of Defense, details, and who may or may not be in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D. now. Who knows? Call Chris to his office.
Oh no, Hollywood royalty over 60. Every superhero movie's true villain. Mr. Redford, are you there?
I lost audio again. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What? That's preposterous.
Gene Hackman, Jack Nicholson, Willem Dafoe, Liam Neeson, Ian McKellen, Sam Elliott, William Hurt, Jeff Bridges, Ben Kingsley.
Fine, fuck it. I'm evil. You're under arrest. I order all of S.H.I.E.L.D. to hunt you down.
Chris is ambushed by wave after wave of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, but he brushes them off just as easily as TV audiences do. Interior Apple Store. Yes, really, a fucking Apple Store. Chris meets up with Scarlett Johansson at the mall when an Apple Store so they can finally open the flash drive of secrecy and check out all the new iPad Air starting at $4.99.
Damn, it's encrypted. And true to real life, we can't just reboot the jargon hocus pocus tech babble. Fortunately, we do have this magic compass that tells us exactly where the encryption program was written, right down to the secret address.
Much more realistic, thanks.
Now, let's make out, but only because S.H.I.E.L.D. was automatically alerted to our location the moment we plugged in the flash drive, and we need to hide our faces.
You're a ridiculously hot redhead, and I'm practically a Greek god. You don't think groping each other in the middle of a mall is going to make us even more conspicuous?
You're forgetting that S.H.I.E.L.D. agents have the emotional maturity of middle schoolers.
Ugh, kissing yucky. I refuse to look.
They escape. Interior New Jersey. Chris and Scarlett search the abandoned army post where Captain America was created in the first movie, which apparently became the first headquarters for S.H.I.E.L.D. after World War II. We know this because the world's most secret spy organization didn't bother to remove the glamour shots of all its founding members from the fucking wall when they moved out.
Yo, dog, I heard you like secret rooms, so we put a secret room in your secret room. Oh, and try not to remember the second secret room is buried deep underground, or it won't make any sense how we're about to walk away later.
Look, someone added a USB port to these old 1970s computers.
Chris inserts the flash drive and the ancient computers spring to life.
It is I, the Red Skull's henchman from the first movie. I've downloaded my consciousness into this 1970s supercomputer.
Wow, that flies so far past ridiculous, it somehow circles back around to awesome.
After World War II, S.H.I.E.L.D. recruited Hydra scientists to join the organization, but soon the Hydra scientists were secretly controlling S.H.I.E.L.D. from the inside.
How horrible. Let's go fight.
Yeah, you think that's plenty of villainous exposition, but no. You see, Hydra was established in 1932 with a charter establishing two regional board of governors who...
6 hours later.
And so we plan to establish the world's peace with the computer algorithm that predicts any man, woman, or child who might disrupt the peace at a future date, and preemptively executing them with the 3 new S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarriers.
How could you possibly know the algorithm works? It's completely impossible to test.
That's a remarkably good point for someone who forgot that plugging in a super special flash drive automatically alerts S.H.I.E.L.D. to an exact location. Incoming.
A S.H.I.E.L.D. cruise missile destroys the entire facility, consuming everything in a 3,000 degrees Celsius fireball, burning away all the oxygen in the instant, incinerating our heroes' lungs, if not their entire bodies, and burying the remaining ashes under 100,000 tons of rock and concrete deep below the surface of the earth.
Hello? Did you forget about my shield? Did you not see me hold it up? We're fine.
Interior Anthony Mackie's apartment.
Hello, perfectly innocent near stranger. You don't mind if we crash here while the world's most dangerous and resourceful murder agency tries its damnedest to kill us, do you?
Wouldn't Iron Man's place make more sense? Hell, I can't believe I'm saying this, but even Hawkeye would be a better choice.
Sorry, you're right, we'll go. Unless by huge fucking coincidence you just happen to be a superhero, too, with, like, superpowered mechanical wings or something?
Well, duh.
Exterior interstate. Chris, Scarlett, and Anthony are driving around town when Sebastian, Shannon, and Stan and the bad guy just kind of show up and don't bitch about it because that's what you wanted to happen anyway, so just shut up and watch.
Okay, time for the Falcon to spread his wings.
Anthony flies!
Okay, that's all I've got.
Wow, you're almost but not quite as useful as Robert Downey Jr.'s left tit.
Chris and Sebastian Stan wail on each other for a while until Sebastian Stan's mask falls off, revealing Sebastian Stan.
It's that guy Gary Sinise kept talking about.
40,000 S.H.I.E.L.D. agents who were apparently waiting behind a bush for the big reveal jump out and capture Chris, Scarlett, and Anthony. Interior S.H.I.E.L.D. transport truck. Chris, Scarlett, and Anthony are chained up in the back of a truck, being transported to their execution by the only 2 S.H.I.E.L.D. agents in the entire movie who are wearing masks.
Hey! So anyone catch that series finale of How I Met Your Mother the other night?
Yeah, fucking rocked.
What? Everyone hated it! You must be...
Smart.
Mass Agent Shield, she pulls off her mask to reveal Kobe Smulders, who immediately kicks Mass Shield Agent 1's ass.
Robin Sparkles for the win, bitches!
She frees Chris and crew and takes them to Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson.
You're alive. I'm so shocked. Blah, blah, blah. Can we go kill Hydra now?
Wait, don't you want to know how I survived? We got a serum that mimics death by slowing your heart down to 1 beat per minute.
That would kill a perfectly healthy person, much less someone with all the injuries you had that we just went out of our way to list for the audience.
Hey, that really Romeo and Juliet, motherfucker. If it's good enough for Shakespeare, it's good enough for Captain Motherfucking America.
Fine, let's just move on. We've got to stop the helicarriers from launching, but we need a plan. Our team consists of 2 black guys, 2 white women, and 1 white guy. So I guess it's pretty clear who's in charge.
Looks like you're giving the orders now, cracker. Captain. Interior Shield headquarters. Chris Evans slips into the Shield Communication Center with slightly less difficulty than he was slipping into the average female audience's members' panties. Heyo!
The helicarriers are controlled by Hydra. Soylent Green is made of people. To serve man is a cookbook.
Man, here breaks out as good shield agents and evil shield agents get into gunfights all over the building. After 20 minutes of characters we never met killing each other, killing other characters we never met, the evil agents succeed in launching the helicarriers.
Okay, our only hope is to replace the network card on each helicarrier so it gets our Wi-Fi signal instead of the bad guys. We keep the helicarrier's computer hardware components on a 3rd-story catwalk because we fucking hate our IT department. Oh, and the catwalk is located in an empty atrium made of glass like you'd find on any massive military flying airship.
Elsewhere in Shield headquarters, Robert Redford has taken a creatively named World Security Council hostage.
Where the hell is Powers Booth? He's the only one of you assholes who's recognizable from the Avengers.
Maybe you'll recognize my fist.
Jenny is really Scarlet in disguise. She beats the shit out of Robert Redford.
Here's someone else you may recognize.
Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson walks in.
Are you wearing a bra? I know superheroes like to wear their underwear outside their clothes, but this is ridiculous.
Chris convinced me S.H.I.E.L.D. is hopelessly corrupted. We're shutting down S.H.I.E.L.D. and releasing all of our top secret information to the public on the internet.
Everything? You don't think that'll compromise the lives of every secret agent currently in the field? Or give the blueprints of weapons of mass destruction to terrorists? Or allow Iran to attack Israel or North Korea to attack South Korea by giving away their every defense secret and strategy? Or collapse the entire world economy by sharing every trade secret in the world? Or collapse every government in the world by airing every politician's dirty laundry at once? You know, you're pretty much fulfilling every evil genius movie villain's master plan at once.
Huh. And the worst consequence we could think of was a little embarrassment to Scarlett Johansson over a naked selfie or 2. Oh well. Interior helicarrier. Chris has sabotaged 1 helicarrier and Anthony has taken it out another. Now Chris is about to replace the network card on the final helicarrier, but Sebastian stands in his way.
Don't you recognize me, Sebastian? We grew up together. We're best friends. We touched willies once.
At some point, it is going to occur to you to take off your mask.
Oh, yeah.
Still doesn't ring a bell. Maybe if you lose 150 pounds of muscle.
I think I'm just going to have to beat you into unconsciousness instead.
He does. Then he replaces the final network card, bringing down the final helicarrier.
Sebastian, if you don't remember me, life isn't worth living. I mean, sure, I got over your death once before and the death of everyone else I'd ever met. And so this seems like small potatoes, all things considered, but whatever. I'm going to sit down next to you and die in a fiery helicarrier crash.
Not if it beat you to death first.
I'm not sure what that'll accomplish since we're both about to die anyway, but if it makes you feel better, go ahead.
Well, now, you've just taken all the fun out of it. Never mind.
Sebastian saves Chris through the power of convenience scene editing. Interior epilogue. Okay, Shield's in shambles. All the world's top secret information is public knowledge. Sebastian's stand is still on the loose, and we've got only 90 seconds to tie up loose ends. What's the most important thing you think the audience wants to know?
Easy. What happened to evil Senator Gary Shandling from Iron Man 2? I'm tired of people asking me wherever I go. The letter writing campaigns, the rampant internet speculation, the countless panels at Comic-Con. I just can't take it anymore.
Done. Anything else?
Yeah, if S.H.I.E.L.D. is shutting down, where is Kobe Smulders going to work next? Can we show her in a job interview or something?
You really got your finger on the pulse of the Marvel movie going public. Interior, mid-credits epilogue.
Holy fuck, these credits go on forever. But did you notice Lee Major's second listed as a lighting tech? Pretty wild, right? Anyway, here's a sneak peek at Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch from Avengers 2.
Despite being locked in cages, both happen to be showing off their superpowers for the audience's benefit at this very moment.
That's long enough. Tumblr, commence bitching.
If that's Scarlet Witch, then why is her hair black? And why is she telekinetic? And why is everything wrong? And why does Marvel hate its own fans? And this is going to be the biggest disaster ever in the history of movies.
Did I mention I directed this scene personally? I'm a complete and total piece of shit.
And interior, Hospital, Hicksville, America, 1988. Young Chris Pratt sits in the hallway listening to his Walkman while his mother is dying of tragic hero backstory disease.
Hey, grandson. You know, I said you had to wait outside until your mom had 30 seconds to live. Well, good news. You can come in now.
The end is near, Chris. I can barely lift a finger, much less gift wrap a handmade present and attach a handwritten letter, which I somehow did anyway. All I ask now is that you hold my hand before death's icy grip rips my soul from my body.
Ew, your sick makeup is gross and scary. No.
Jesus, she's the only one asking for you to confront the harsh truth of morality at age 7, you little prick.
No wonder he's the worst, Chris. Chris's mom dies and is kidnapped by aliens, but on the flip side, his spare is sitting through Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, so it's not all bad, but he misses Batman 89, so that's not a good thing. Exterior, the planet Warrock, 26 years later. Chris Pratt, having apparently grown up into Indiana Solo meets a Rocketeer, approaches a ruined city.
Since the Avengers spent the last few movies chasing a Rubik's Cube, I guess we'll mix it up and chase a magic 8-ball this time.
He fires up this Walkman and eventually finds a MacGuffin orb inside a lava lamp. He gets it out using his psychic grabby thing, and that only grabs exactly what Chris wants at any given moment. But then Jamon Hansu and his whatever the fucks burst in.
Phew! Good thing you spent all that time fucking around doing a dance number, or we might not have caught up. Now hand over the orb, or my minions will do whatever the hell they do.
However, Chris pulls a daring escape and flies off.
That's me, the dashing heroic space captain with a goofy streak who is attached to plastic figurines to his flight console. Or for you firefight fans out there, Mal plus wash.
Hey babe, all I could find to wear was this mint condition 26-year-old t-shirt of yours. Hope that's cool.
With a bit of Jim Kirk thrown in.
Chris has a space Skype with alien Michael Rooker.
How dare you betray me, boy? I raised you since you was a kid, and you stole that orb before I could steal it and try to cut me out of the deal to sell it?
Are you actually doing space merle right now?
Don't sass me, boy. Need I remind you that I'm not only a blue metal tooth space pirate, but I also has a crazy whistle-controlled floating needle thingy, because I'm the first movie character created entirely of Mad Libs.
Okay, how about this? I totally fuck you over now, and later on, you rescue me from certain death in the vacuum of space. Deal?
Deal.
Interior, Lee paces evil ship of evil, Lee Pace emerges from his evil mineral bath to get his evil mud facial and evil sand exfoliant rub, and is about to start his evil mani-pedi when evil cyborg Karen Gillan burst in. Man.
My liege Ronan, Korath has returned from Mulrag, but Quill still has the Infinity Stone you agreed to trade my father Thanos, in exchange for him destroying the Kree world of Xandar, home of Novacor.
Damn it, girl, slow the fuck down. You'll give the audience a fucking migraine at this rate.
Anyway, our sources say that Chris Pratt will sell the stone to someone called the Brooker. And why the hell is there only one person for every job? The Collector, the Accuser, the Destroyer, etc. This is a union thing.
Another fucking poser trying to ruin my totally awesome plans for genocide. This makes me want to brown in my room while smoking a cigarette even more than it did before. Is someone going to get me the orb, or do I have to write a sonnet about it? Huh?
I'll get the orb. After Thanos killed my family, he raised me to be an unstoppable assassin in accordance with the Tulsa Doom Code of Villainy.
Well, I bet I can get the orb back way better than you could.
Nah.
Yeah. Wait a minute. There are two named females who just had a conversation about something other than a man?
Holy shit, you're right! A Marvel movie just passed the Bechdel test. That's awesome!
The Bechdel test is an awesome test. All right. Now let's never do that again for the rest of the movie.
So, since you have higher billing than Karen, I want you to go get the orb back alone without any oversight or backup. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go cut myself just to feel something again.
I don't think that was the part of the script. I think Travis actually does that. Exterior, of course, Capricarial, aka Xandar, bounty hunters, CGI Bradley Cooper, and CGI Vin Diesel search for targets.
I love how this planet is so corrupt. I could just stand in a public square, point my iPad at random, and pick the best bounty that comes up. Kinda takes the hunt out of the bounty hunting, but whatever.
I am Vin.
It's crazy how you saying that will never get old. Who would have thought that you'd be good voicing a gentle yet deadly space alien with hardly any lines, Iron Giant?
I am Vin.
Oh, wow, seriously. Anyone who saw the Iron Giant, you say. Fair point. But I'm still amazed the casting department could somehow make the mental leap from annoying raccoon-faced asshole to Bradley Cooper.
Nearby, Chris goes to sell the orb but runs into Zoe.
Whoa. They have Orion slave girls in this universe?
Trust me, they don't. I'm the kick-ass warrior woman who also be your icily distant romantic interest, so Zoe plus Inara. And hey, my name's even Zoe. Huh? Wait. Anyway, I'm here to rob you blind, but I like to chat up my marks before I steal from them because fuck the element of surprise.
Well, funny you should mention the word fuck, because I thought we could...
Gets ass kicked, kicks Zoe's ass in return, gets ass kicked again by Zoe, passes and Zoe's ass kicked by ZJ Vin, kicks ZJ Bradley's ass. Everyone kicks every possible combination of ass. All asses are captured by Novacor. Interior Novacor HQ. Glenn Close is shadowlighting with some Kree asshole.
My name is Nova Prime, first cousin of Optimus. My hair transforms into a tacky Macy's Day Parade float. And nothing else. So look, how about some help with this Ronan douchebag? He's really fucking our shit.
Whatever, biatch. Talk to the hand.
Excuse me? We just captured a bunch of criminals, including a known agent of Ronan, the guy we're all terribly worried about. This could be the break we need.
Yes. She may have pivotal information. Quick, throw them all on the most corrupt prison we have so they can be summarily killed before we learn anything. Whatever. Words.
Interior space prison processing. Our heroes are being taken to Gen Pop when Chris spots a guard playing with his Walkman.
Hey, asshole, don't fuck with my awesome soundtrack. It's the power source of our wider audience appeal. And furthermore, my mom bought all that music legitimately and only made that copy for personal use. So hands off.
Dude, how is this thing even still working after 26 years? It and the one cassette tape you own should both be totally destroyed by now. Do they even sell AA batteries in space? Not to mention that both L and R headphones are still working. That's just fucking impossible right there.
No, it's not, because it's a shield prototype that Howard Stark built from a vibranium alloy that generates power by absorbing kinetic energy. And the tape ribbon is made from flexible Asgardian steel, forged by Odin himself, plus Bruce Banner something or other.
God damn it! Not everything has to link to goddamn everything else, you goddamn continuity nerd.
What is it with me following guys named Chris who can't win a fight?
Interior space prison Gen Pop.
Go away. Check it out! I got a voice cameo. Sure, my voice is altered so much nobody can tell, but yay me.
Alien? Huh. Clearly we need to follow up on this Firefly vibe. But how?
Well, CGI Vin has healing abilities and a bunch of weird powers, but doesn't say much. So that covers Simon and River. I'm a genius mechanic and small furry animal. So Kaylee plus Badger.
Nice. All we're missing is Jane's tough-ass nails, a mortal fighting machine plus books, dark past, and controlled reserve.
Hey there. Lee Peace killed my family, and Zoe works for him. So I'm going to kill Zoe now.
Well, I want Lee Pace dead too, so let's team up to stop him.
Let me think about it. No.
Well, I just took your knife from you and could have slit your throat, but I didn't. So now can we team up?
Let me think about it some more. No.
Well, I can't let you kill Zoe before I get in her pants, so say we should all team up.
Well, when a human male says it, it makes sense, so okay. Oh, the gang starts their escape by seizing the guard tower. Everyone aim the bazookas at the tower. Now start firing one at a time, so we don't win too quickly. But CGI Bradley cuts off all the artificial gravity outside the tower.
Lucky for us that each room has its own independent gravity generator. Cough! Bullshit! That rump.
Well, it's not like they're having gravity in this room affects the plan. Now, to detach the control tower from its base, which, why the fuck does it even do that? We're out of here.
Awesome. Okay, you guys wait outside while I risk my life to get my Walkman back.
But don't you already have another tape deck installed on your ship? Where the fuck do you even get that from anyway?
Wonder I'm the captain.
Chris goes back and displays more of his supreme fighting prowess by shooting dudes who have no guns or ranged weapons and just run towards them. He gets the orb and Walkman back and uses his rocket boost to cross the vacuum of space back to his ship, while he explodes the top of his skull, swells, and bursts. Oh wait, PG-13 will he's fine.
We can sell the orb to my contact, Benicio Del Weirdo. He lives in a secret information hub called Nowhere, because we haven't found an alien race yet that can resist a horrible pun.
The gang find the aforementioned pun inside a giant floating severed space head because, well, it's not like we could cram all the Celestials backstory inside Winter Soldier. Now, is it? Interior sea restaurant at the ass end of the universe. inside the floating spacehead. Chris tries to seduce Zoe with music, but she isn't having any of that shit.
Christ, I have an overwhelming need to be taken as a serious character. And betting the first guy I meet might look bad to the unusual number of young girls in the audience. Okay, so let's not.
Yeah, of course. Right. Oh, and maybe later you can square off against one of the evil male characters.
Let's not go crazy.
Interior Benny's emporium of random Easter eggs and cult sci-fi references.
Greetings. If you just look up and to the right, there's Howard the fucking Duck. And now you don't need to sit through all the credits, so you're welcome.
What's the orb even do anyway?
I guess I could lie and say it's for sleeping tea. Or sleeping tea. But instead, I will reveal that it contains an infinity stone. That, in the wrong hands, can destroy an entire planet. Hell, in one wrong hand, it would easily destroy this entire building. Here, I'll open up the orb up so you can see it. Check it out. No, really. Get nice and close.
Ben, this may be a shock, but me seeing your previous assistant horribly chained in a box did not foster the level of employee engagement you were hoping for. You fucking suck, and I deduced the best way to get back at you was to suicide myself by grabbing the Infinity Stone, which will surely grant me a quick and painless death. So, take that.
But the Infinity Stone has other plans and gives the assistant an excruciating, agonizing, painfully explosive death. Benicia's lab is in ruins.
Why would you do that? Why not just hitch a ride on a ship instead of blowing up my lab? Holy fuck!
The hell, dude? Do you have the powers or abilities or spells or any way of protecting your shit? What exactly was going to stop Lee Pace from just walking up in here and fucking your shit up? Sorry, we're taking our business somewhere else.
Exterior street inside a giant floating silver spacehead. Perhaps it's memory lane. Hardy har har.
Guys, we need a new plan to keep the stone away from Lee Pace.
What was that? I couldn't hear you because I was too busy telling Lee Pace we were where we were, so I had the chance to face off against him. Mano and mano y mano. I just wanted to come alone, not to bring any of his massive evil fleet of evil underlings because that would be a bitchy move. Lee Pace arrives with his massive evil fleet of evil underlings. I did not see that coming. Lee and Karen utterly curb stomp everyone, get the orb, and leave Zoe and Chris for dead in space.
Oh, hey, Benicio. Has that other Infinity Stone? The one he got in Thor 2? You want to grab that while we're here?
Yeah.
In the aftermath, CGI Bradley finds Batista, who's still alive because summer movie, and also CGI Vin, who was off jerking in her or something.
They'll all reminisce with Michael Rooker, who has rescued Chris and Zoe as per their earlier arrangement.
Interior Michael Rooker ship.
All right, guys, it's the big damn speech time. Even though it may be certain suicide, we need to use the Reavers Ravagers to fight the Alliance Accuser to get the Signal Stone to Mr. Universe, the Nova Corps.
Fine. I guess we're all the best buds now, even though we've only known each other for about 3 days and spent at least half of that time trying to kill each other.
Interior Lee Pace's widescreen friendly evil ship of evil. Lee converses with CGI Josh Brolin.
I got the Infinity Stone.
Cool, hand it over.
But then I saw you all silently and anonymously on your rocket throne made of rock, and I realized you're a total poser. I hate fucking posers. So I superglued the stone to my huge hammer staff. Now I can kill the Xandarians?
Xandarians.
Xandarians. Ah, okay. Them. All by myself.
then I suppose I'll just scowl at you because you can't pronounce words properly, and instead getting off my huge purple ass and doing anything about it. Damn, is it Avengers 3 yet?
Exterior Xandar, Lee's ship and Chris's ship and Rooker's pirate fleet arrive, and Act 3 of a Marvel movie breaks out. Things are looking bad for our heroes, however, until they are joined by the Nova Corps.
Ha! We have turned the tide with our superior numbers of fast, nimble ships. Now let's merge into a giant, unmoving wall so we can throw away all of our tactical advantages all at once.
They form a giant blanket and block Lee's ship from going directly forward.
Why is there no reverse on this goddamn thing?
Exterior, the fields of Xandar. Michael Rooker is shot down and finds himself surrounded by evil whatever the fuck.
Wow. Rooker's flying needle totally killed that guy. Oh, and the guy next to him, and those other 3 guys, and that guy? Shit. And it flew into our ship and killed the pilot. And it killed 2 more guys on the ground. And now it's flying directly towards me. I wonder what will happen to...
Interior Lee's evil ship of evil. Chris and Zoe and Batista and CGI Vin use their pentagram hand stamps to sneak past event security and get aboard.
It's dark as fuck in here with all the black curtains and furniture. Little help, CGI Vin?
CGI Vin releases a cloud of what looks like fireflies because, okay, you got it by now. Karen Gillan?
House is fucked up. Not so fast. I, Robopond, will...
Wow! Nice shot, Dave! Can I hang on to that for my inevitable final showdown with Karen?
Let me think about that. A whole bunch of no. Exterior Xandar. Lee orders his flying whatever the fuck to start dive bombing the city.
Oh, shit. Evacuate the city, but be sure to leave a few dozen people behind to witness the final epic showdown.
Quick, everyone! Shoot the bad guys before they kill innocent civilians, and especially shoot them before we start reminding everyone of any horrific current events. This is popcorn escapism, damn it!
Interior's evil ship of evil. Chris, Batista, and CGI Van take on Jamon and some whatever the fucks while Zoe sneaks into a security room and must face Karen.
Ha! I've zapped you and made your skeleton glow. That's gotta hurt, right?
Strangely, it had no effect at all. Now I kick you.
Ah! There was no defense against that.
Karen falls out of Lee's ship but lands on a pirate ship, which she commandeers.
I'm not the fuck out of this yet. And now
Phew.
I fuck off.
I've opened the super reinforced blast door for others. Now I can shoot my way through the totally not reinforced floor and join them. Guess we all could have come this way.
Interior Lee's evil bridge of evil.
Stupid Nova Corps and their stupid blockade. Oh wait, I can shoot massive bursts of deadly energy. Now I can crush your damaged fleet against empty air.
Why is there no reverse on this goddamn thing?
No! Taste the wrath of CGI Bradley Ubergen, dickface. Fuck! That did nothing. Maybe I should fight Goth with Goth. Where's Lego Batman?
I know. I'll ride Lee full force attempt to bludgeon him with my fists, because that worked so well the last time I tried it, when he was about 1/10 as powerful.
Hang on, Dave! I know Lee Page is stronger and tougher than you, but I'm gonna crash into both and hope it works out!
Somehow, CGI Bradley gets nobody killed. However, Lee's ship is disabled and about to crash. CGI Vin makes himself into a giant ball around our heroes.
No, Vin! This will kill you!
We are Vin.
Oh yeah, this is a Marvel movie, and no one ever really stays dead. So, see you in about 20 minutes. Oh, phew, I was actually worried there for a moment.
They crash to the ground. Everything is fried except Lee, Chris, Zoe, Batista, CGI Bradley, and of course Chris's adamantium infused tape deck, which keeps playing music despite not having power or speakers.
Wow. I just survived 2 crash landings in 3 minutes. What are the odds?
Now I shall claim victory by blowing up this entire planet with me on it. I'm sure I'll survive the blast, leaving myself adrift in space with no ship or fleet or means of communication. Look, assholes, I'm the accuser, not the thinker header. Attention, Zendar, behold, your pathetic defenders have, your so-called new warriors have, observe your puny west coast of okay, what the fuck is your team name again?
It's Randy Jackson presents the galaxy's best dance crew pie hole.
Am I really supposed to lay killing everyone for this?
But Batista shoots Lee staff with CGI Bradley's gun. Chris grabs the Infinity Stone and begins experiencing the hyper eczema of imminent violent death.
Quick, take my hand.
Wow, this would have been really awkward if we had actually slept together.
He takes Zoe's hand and manages to share the power with her, along with Dave and CGI Bradley, and to use the power to kill Lee.
Jose!
Lee is obliterated. They win. Interior, Nova Corps HQ.
Well, we fixed up your ship and patched up your hurt. Oh, and we noticed your DNA is part alien. I guess the mystery of your parentage looked away for another day.
Mystery? Obviously, Michael Rooker is my dad. He called himself pretty as an angel, and my mom said my father was pretty as an angel. You think that's a coincidence?
Or maybe it's Loki. Everybody loves Loki.
Plus, there's an angel ornament Rooker bought, and the crew complaining he was always soft on them. Sure, he said my dad hired him, but it was kind of strange this unseen client never showed up demanding his son back.
Look, smartass. Look, it's our hook for the sequel. You want to spell out the plan for Marvel's Phase 3 while you're at it? No, really, can you? Look, is Fillion going to be Guardian and Alpha Flight? Please say yes.
Interior, Chris's rebuilt ship. Chris opens his mom's gift and it proves to be another mixtape.
Oh, thank God. Listening to the same 12 songs for the last 26 years was driving me fucking insane. Now, off to the next thrilling adventure.
Adventure? Maybe for you guys. I spent one goddamn day in the sound booth, Hogarth.
What? And exterior post pre-credits bonus scene. Chris's ship.
I am your giant present. I am your Christmas present.
And interior post-credits bonus scene. Benny's place.
We already said skip this part, asshole.
Okay, and
I won't.
They invaded exterior Missouri 1980. D.H. Kurt Russell and Laura Haddock, Mama Quill, drive blissfully down the highway singing Alone Belong to Brandy, which is all about men with a pathological inability to commit to a relationship. For God's sake, read the signs, woman. Kurt leads Laura into a nearby forest.
I know Earth women can't resist pretty floral bouquets, so check out this weird, tiny, shriveled, plant-like thing I made. Are your knees buckling yet?
Oh, it's nice, sure. It's just that when you said you had some awesome weed, I was kind of expecting something else.
Exterior alien planet 3 decades later, the Guardians of the Galaxy have been hired to fight a Rafar from The Force Awakens on a gigantic Dance Dance Revolution platform.
Muted there, Star-Lord.
Okay, team, remember the plan. This is when we remind everyone why they fell in love with these offbeat characters they'd never heard of before.
Yes, my shtick was to take everything literally. So in this movie, I will never do that.
Last time I learned about sacrifice and teamwork, so now I treat everyone like shit.
And I came to appreciate Chris as our leader, which reminds me, Chris, everything you attempt ends in utter failure. You dishonor your ancestors. You will kill us all.
I am cute.
Well, 1 out of 5 ain't bad. I guess, right? Well, everyone's got to focus on Lil Vin while we fight in the background.
They defeat the Ratfar and go to accept the reward from the Oscar Statuette aliens.
Thank you. I keep unmuting. Thank you, Guardians. We are in your debt. Name your reward, and if it happens, I'm down with that. Oh, down with fucking Chris. Yes, down with that.
Yeah, sure. We could totes fuck. Don't suppose you're into golden show? Hey, girlfriend standing right next to me. God damn it, Chris.
Sigh. Give us my sister, please.
They drag out Karen Gillan, who still has no hand from the last movie.
Not sure why I decided to steal the Oscar alien's expensive batteries with one hand rather than steal a new robot hand. Anyway, you got me.
Huh? The expensive batteries we were hired to protect and which I stole a bunch of? These ones? These ones in my pouch right here? Those batteries? The Oscar aliens attack. Oh wait, that's you.
The Oscar aliens attack. The Guardians try to flee, but are chased by a fleet of Galaga fighters.
We've got to fly through that quantum asteroid field to get to the hyperspace jump point. Everyone argue a lot, so nobody notices how ludicrous the idea of a quantum asteroid field is.
They zip and dodge their way through the asteroid, smashing up lots of enemy ships, but as they emerge...
Shit! A bunch of them just flew around the asteroid field. Wait, we could have gone around the asteroid field?
They get shot up good and seem fucked, but Kurt Russell and his flying egg show up and obliterate most of the remaining Galaga fighters. The Guardians make it to the warp gate, but their ship crash lands. Exterior Force Planet. The space egg lands beside the Guardians' crash ship, and its doors opens, revealing an aged but still eminently fuckable Kurt Russell.
Shit! Established actor in a Marvel movie. Everyone opened fire immediately before he...
Hold up, babe. I'm getting a familiar vibe from this man's devilish good looks and non-fucks-giving attitude.
Greetings! My name is Ego, and I have godlike powers. This is how I vaporized all those Galaga fighters and survived in space. After which I just sat back and watched you crash land and risk Chris dying and my entire plan going to shit. Also, I'm Chris's dad.
Wow. This gives me a lot of conflicting emotions. Not to mention the burning questions about why you disappeared and never saw my mother and never, oh, fuck it. Yay, my daddy, can we play kickball on the lawn and do girls' work? And was supposed to have one testicle bigger than the other?
Chris and Kurt sit down for a campfire chat while Zoe calls her bookie to check the odds on Kurt eventually proving to be evil. Exterior, snow planet, ramshackle space down. Grizzled blue space pirate Michael Rooker finishes up with a robo-prostitute and adjusts his rest space mohawk.
Nothing like starting the day with a good robo fuck. PG-13, y'all. Also, fuck you, space pirate leader Sylvester Stallone.
No, fuck you. You shat on our space pirate code by smuggling kids. You know we don't while we do only touchy-feely, fuzzy-wuzzy, ruthless space crime. If you die, there's no way you're getting a schmaltzy tear-jerking funeral.
All right, if I die, this is a Marvel movie, numbnuts. Nobody dies.
Their argument is cut short by the Oscar aliens processing in.
And if anyone is thinking the Oscar gag is too much, can I point out that it just literally walked up a huge ceremonial fucking carpet that we rolled out ourselves? Anyway, we will pay you to kill the Guardians for us. Also, have I mentioned our genetically perfect genetic code that we painstakingly engineered to...
She's played off by the orchestra. Exterior Forest Planet. Kurt and the Guardians are having a campfire chat while everyone tries not to think of Star Trek V: The Final Frontier. I thought we established Rooker was Chris's father, though, in the last Abridged script.
Huh? What an idiotic idea. What moron would think of that? I can't even believe anyone went on record seriously arguing in favor of that stupid theory.
Indeed. Chris, please return with me to my planet so I can explain things. Even though there's no hurry, let's not wait for Bradley to fix your ship so we can leave him and Lil Vin vulnerable out here with only space criminal Karen Gillian for company. Cool? Jillian.
Interior Kurt Space Egg. Chris, Dave, and Zoe meet Kurt's sidekick, Yellow Palm Clementith.
Hello, I am Geisha Girl Mantis. My job is to help Kurt sleep by touching him in a special way. I also sense feelings and emotions. For example, I sense that Chris wants to feel his cock in motion inside Zoe.
What? That's silly. Why would I be attracted to the only humanoid female in our group?
You know the truth, Chris. I must ask, what is it about the green Navi that inflames your passion so? Is it the way she constantly belittles you in regards to your opinions? The way she jerks her head to the side and shouts with every line? I only inquired because even for a Marvel movie, this love story is underdeveloped.
Look, as a kid, I had this She-Hulk comic that made me tingly, and it's none of your business. Okay?
Oh boy. Exterior Force Planet. Later that night, Space Pirates attempt to ambush Bradley, but he effortlessly defeats them until he hopelessly cornered by Michael Rooker's deadly flying yarn needle.
We really are committed to this ridiculous weapon, aren't we?
Well, Brad, it seems you have either killed or severely wounded most of my men. For this grievous act of humiliation, I suppose I have no choice but to let you live. This act of mercy will surely go over well with my ruthless pirate crew. Yowza, up and shot.
Wow. That sure was a lucky shot that fired his arrow-controlled headset while leaving the rest of his skull undamaged. Honestly, I was trying to blow this whole fucking head off.
Since Karen helped kill a whack of them last movie, the Space Pirates take swift, brutal vengeance by giving her a new hand and a kick-ass ship and not a face full of laser blasts because, who knows, space parlay or something. Exterior, Kurt Russell's planet, Dr. Manhattan Kurt has created a floating platform to give our heroes a tour of his domain.
Welcome to my bubble burst planet made entirely of cotton candy and unicorn farts. My actual brain is the core of this world. I'm a celestial. And billions of years ago, I was hopelessly alone in the cosmos.
Didn't we establish last movie that there were multiple Celestes?
Anyway, I wanted to seek out other life. So I created a form that looked exactly like Kurt Russell living in 1980s Missouri, right down to the leather jacket.
You're seriously pitching a story where you gave yourself 1980s Federer locks billions of years before you knew humanity or any other life forms even existed.
Yeah. Why not say you modified your appearance to match each species?
Clearly, I think you're colossal morons, and to be fair, you seem to be buying this shit. I've even made giant dioramas in case words are too difficult for you. Behold! My gallery of interstellar conquest as 1980s Kurt Russell.
Kurt, your planet is indeed beautiful, unlike Palm, who is hideous and disgusting. Oops, I just looked at her. I want to puke now.
What the fuck is your problem?
I'm attempting the human art of negging, but enough about you. What about Chris's mom?
Well, it seems I showed up and we drove around and we fucked, and the end. But guess what? As my son. Okay, what are you doing? As my son, Chris, can also draw on the planet's power, try making a glow ball.
Chris Pratt creates electro spooge from his hands.
Close enough. Just don't do that too often or you'll go blind.
And here, meanwhile, on the pirate ship, the mean space pirates have mutinied against the Michael Rooker and killed all the nice space pirates.
Damn it, Bradley. It's just you and me stuck in a cell against half my crew. We're fucked. Unless they give you your best friend, Lil Vin, full access to the entire ship, and then leave the enhanced version of my aero control gizmo in an unlocked drawer somewhere. And they all fall sound asleep so hard that Lil Vin can tear half the ship apart looking for it without disturbing anyone. Well, anyone except the one remaining pirate who's still my ally.
Luckily, this all happens. This leads to a big action scene with zero tension as Michael Rooker kills all of the mean space pirates by whistling at them. But at least this time, it's kind of an acknowledge how bullshit the whistle power chopstick of doom is, so that makes it funny instead of lazy. Exterior, planet Kurt. Zoe Saldana is unwinding with some flower murder, then Karen Gillan flies towards her.
Hey, sis. I really think we should talk things out. I just feel like you don't consider my personal experience to be valid, you know?
I didn't want to impose my agenda on a relationship, but maybe I was being too passive and letting it seem like detachment. I'm really sorry, and I hope we can move forward together.
I'm so relieved to hear you say that. Let's make a renewed effort at communicating with each other.
Now, on better terms, Zoe and Karen spot a big glowy light in a cave and try not to think about loss. They follow the light and find skulls and skeletons and shit. Oh no! Interior Kurt's palace, sensing the audience knows what's what, Kurt decides to reveal his true plan to Chris.
So yeah, I'm super evil after all. I have ego plans on every world I've visited, and by combining our powers, I can make them grow and devour the entire inhabited universe. Billions will die.
Okay. Cool.
Really? Wow. And it only took one game of catch and a little brain zap. I thought I'd need to make you a whole little league team or something. It's a good thing I didn't press my luck by needlessly revealing how I brain cancered your mom. Ha 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 ha.
You killed Mixtape Mom? Fuck you!
Oh, so killing countless other people's moms is okay, just not yours? Honestly, I cannot figure your humans out.
Kurt impales Chris with a giant tentacle thing, allowing him to begin covering every planet in creation with his plant spooge. But Michael Rooker's ship arrives and smooshes Kurt. Chris is freed from the tentacle porn grip.
Holy shit, guys. Kurt was evil after all.
Yes. That's a cool $300 for me. I mean, oh no, how awful. So are we going to fight an entire planet?
Same way we always do, I guess. Equip our way out of every hairy situation and hope that special effects departments get paid enough to save our asses. I'm just glad they realized who my real family is.
And I'm also pleased we're back to being a family.
Yes, we are family. Also, the turbocharged Dodge Challenger. Interior inside planet Kurt, our heroes fly inside the planet to try and reach its core and destroy Kurt Russell's actual brain.
Oh, and nice job warning me Kurt was evil the whole time I was growing up, Michael.
I said sorry already, boy.
We're pleased to present you with this nomination for Best Achievement in Makeup. Oh, and also this hail of deadly laser fire.
Damn
it. We need to buy time to deal with Kurt. Palm, use your special touching to put them into a dazed stupor.
I'll do so many zany shtick with Lil Ving where we plant a big bomb. That'll put the whole battle on hold. Plus, give us some good trailer material.
A Mary Poppins, y'all. That should make our Disney overlords happy.
Fortunately, Kurt wakes up, spears Chris, and begins engulfing everyone with his goop. Yep.
Yo, can't have any way out of this one. All my rational calculations are useless. What to do?
I don't use my head, boy. I use my...
Oh, man, I really hope you said heart in the end there.
Chris has used the power of Fleetwood Mac to break free of Kurt's control and fight him. Everyone gets to the ship except Chris and Rooker just as the big bomb goes off and planet Kurt starts to explode. Chris seems doomed, but Rooker swoops in to save him.
Oh, thank God. Now fly us over your ship.
I'm your real daddy.
Or maybe radio them to come get us?
I finally done one thing right in my sorry ass life.
Seriously, where the fuck did those assholes go? Anyway, I survived a brief space freezing last movie, so I'm sure you'll be fine. Huh? But just like Gwyneth Paltrow and Iron Man 3 dead, right? Or Loki dead, right? No? Shit.
Interior the Guardian's new ship.
I realize now that Rooker was my real father all along. So in that most important sense, it seems that the last abridged script was right after all. Also, this underlines the importance of how you're looking for can be right beside you. Should be on me already.
They give Michael Rooker a space funeral, and all the space pirates arrive to honor him.
Michelle, yo, what the fuck character are you?
I was about to ask you that.
Michael Rooker's ashes turn into a giant arrow, which becomes a multicolored blob as everything gets misty and blurry. And shut up, I'm not crying, you're crying. End. Interior, so many bonus scenes.
Oh, hey, looks like I'm taking on the mantle of Deadly Drumstick Dude. Phew, now there's a reason to include me in the third movie. Besides being the director's brother, I mean... Wait, was that the only...
Never mind that. I'm teaming up with Ving and Michelle and these other unknown characters to do our own spin-off. Or subplot in the next film. Or some fucking thing. Let's all check Wikipedia to figure out.
Forget you, clown. I'm teasing away a bigger threat than yet to come. The Guardians will tremble before our new creation. The Screen Actors Guild Award. There'll be no hiding behind special effects. There, my pretties.
I am rude.
Hey, did anyone miss my...
Did anyone miss my cool 3-second cameo earlier? In case he did, here's a longer version and a worse version of it. I'm sure we're glad to save this one for last.
Sorry for almost stealing your line there, Stan. Exterior Hydra forces fake Europe. We open on an unskippable cutscene as Chris Hemsworth, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Green Mark Ruffalo, Scarlett Johansson, and Jeremy Renner storm a Hydra base and straight up murder tons of regular, non-superpowered people in the world's least fair.
There's more consequence.
And Guardians took place in outer space. Like, what's going on either?
Okay, but Winter Soldier is totally important. It established that Hydra has been infiltrating S.H.I.E.L.D. for half a century. Of course, it's been completely dismantled now, and this is the very last base that we're about to destroy. Shit. Is Phase 2 the Danny DeVito to Phase 1 Schwarzenegger?
Entire Phase 2 could be ignored. Next movie all about small bugmen and nobody cared!
Of course. If you want to know why we're even assaulting this fortress, you should watch 41 hours of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to see the 65 seconds at the end of Season 2, Episode 19, where Kobe smolders. Holy shit, this bubble's going to burst really soon, isn't it?
Robert shoots a missile at the fortress that falls to penetrate its force field, but then he just shoots the force field because Hydra never got around to watching Return of the Jedi.
All right, guys, I'm inside the fortress. Have you figured out a justification for the nearly invincible Norse god not doing this instead of me?
Yes, he's carrying Jeremy Renner back to the ship because he got injured. Damn, Hawkeye still sucks.
Perfect. I'll just go ahead and find Loki's scepter. Jeez, again.
Robert finds Loki's mind control scepter, pulsating with mind control power that will surely be put to excellent dramatic use. Suddenly, Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen sneak up behind them, and Elizabeth uses her powers of mind control. Holy fuck, we didn't think of something else.
You have used vague powers to make Metal Man die, yes?
Yes. I see that allowing him to succeed will ultimately cause destruction for most and Squall, so I leave alone. Give him nightmare for use in mini trailer. He has broken Captain America's shield and everything fanboys.
The team returns to New York about 4,000 miles away, but that's at least a 3-hour flight. So it means Smash cut to Interior Adventures Tower, real New York City. Robert and Mark are doing science with the magic scepter while everyone else is conveniently in another room.
Mark, look, this scepter has a neural computer in it or some shit. I want to experiment with it. Just give me 3 days.
Why are you asking me? Hemsworth already said okay, though who the hell knows why?
Look, you know we've been trying to create a super advanced robot AI to protect the world from aliens? Well, this technology from those exact same aliens, used by the leader of those aliens to nearly destroy us all, might be the key to stopping future aliens. Look, I'm going to load the computer stuff and just see what happens.
What? Are you seriously the dipshit that finds a random USB key in your office parking lot? Your work computer!
It's okay. Look, I ran notavirus.exe. Now, look, let's go to the party. AI Paul Bettany can finish this up.
Robert leaves it Mark. AI Paul Bettany, aware of Marvel's recent track record, dutifully makes countless attempts to create a memorable, interesting new villain before finally deciding, fuck it, I'm just going to stuff James Spader's audition tape for the Blacklist into a murder bot. It's still better than fucking Malakesh. Into your party room, Robert and Mark rejoin the others and drink and do cool Avenger stuff together like best buds, and then as if it's no big deal.
Oh, hey, Robert. Just wanted you to know that Anthony Mackie and I aren't sore at all about being left out of the Hydra fight. After all, he only took out a whole helicarrier by himself, while I'm a militarily trained fighter with the exact same suit as you, dick.
Dom promptly fucks off out of the movie. Suddenly,
greetings, Avengers. I am an evil robot bent on the destruction of all humanity. Don't worry about me being menacing or machine-like. I still do the whole sarcastic quip thing like the rest of everyone in the Joss Whedon writes dialogue for. Also, I killed Jarvis. In a ridiculous scene where 2 different colored sets of blocks glowed at each other. Hollywood's grasp of technology is firmly stuck in the 90s.
No, but like, Jarvis is how I interact with my suits. He's how I process data. He pretty much runs every aspect of my superheroing. Without him, I don't have an endless supply of lazy narrative cheats. Just kidding. I've got a total replacement Jarvis, and it's a girl.
Suddenly, a bunch of broken Iron Man robots, now controlled by James Spader, attack. They are dispatched effortlessly since their primary function was walking voicemail message.
Behold, the age of Ultron has begun. It will last 5 days. Work week of Ultron. Didn't really test well.
Ultron flies away.
Right. My job is now to hand people folders while walking. So, like, here's a folder with a picture of Andy Serkis in it. Yeah, go find him.
Serkis! He smuggles vibranium out of the fictional African nation of Wakanda. He uses it to create counter. Boom! You just got put on blast, Serkis. Motion capture is real acting, you punk bitch.
Oh, what? Interior vibranium smuggling facility, Africa. Chris, and Robert all go to Africa and confront Robot James Spader, who has already dismissed the Andy Serkis cameo and enlisted the help of Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen.
All right, Spader. We're taking you down. As an engineer, your weirdly flexible chrome skin mouth offends me. Fucking Transformers had robot mouths better. Why do your lips even move?
So fast. I am Quicksilver and have the power of super speed as Days of Ultra Past shows. I am ludicrously overpowered and can easily.
And Taylor knocks himself out, as Travis would.
Behold, I am the Scarlet Witch with the power to make Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen regret every career decision they've ever made. Also, brain stuff and red things.
Elizabeth gives everyone nightmares or visions or probabilities or whatever needs to happen. Suddenly, Mark Ruffalo turns into Green Mark Ruffalo because mind control.
Hulk see future where Universal still own rights to Hulk solo film. Planet Hulk off table. Hulk smash. Bah! Entire city.
Time to bring down my larger Iron Man suit that wraps around my normal Iron Man suit, just like a hilarious Russian doll, but nobody's gonna laugh because all the sweaty neckbeards in the audience are squealing, Hulkbuster! Like right now.
Robert and Mark proceed to steal their way through downtown. Chadwick Boseman is sadly not present. Eventually, Robert throws an entire building at Mark, so he takes a nap. Interior Quinjet.
So, like, yeah, everyone's pretty upset how you annihilated that city back there. So just give it a few days until that fuck-awful Supergirl TV trailer comes out. Oh boy! This will be forgotten faster than Terrence Howard.
We can all hide at my private farm. I've kept it totally under the radar by making Hawkeye so boring and useless, people would forget all about me. And hey, worst case, my whole family dies.
I would love to, but I won't find Stellan Skarsgård, so he may help me find a pool that gives visions. Apologies. The whole of the subplot clearly wound up on the cutting room floor and everyone just gave a up. Is there a Razzie for worst editing?
The team dick around on the farm for a while. Upstairs, Mark has just finished scrubbing the green paint from behind his ears when Scarlet walks in.
I need to tell you something, Mark. First of all, I'm really bummed that I didn't get to tell you the sun's getting really, really low. Second of all, as a child, I was brainwashed and psychologically tortured to become an unfeeling killing machine. My humanity was stripped away, and as a final insult, they performed invasive surgery against my will. So what I'm saying is that I have terrible, deep-seated scars that, like many victims, lead me to feel bad about myself.
Wow. That's some deep shit to be dropping into a popcorn escapist blockbuster. We better be real careful how we... I have no womb! Who's the monster now? Oh, fuck! Let's abruptly change the subject. I bet a Spader is going to Korea to have Claudia Kim build him a vibranium skin body.
What the fudge?
Just go with it. Joss Whedon was told to cut 4 hours out of this movie. You're lucky we still say complete sentences.
Her medical research facility, East Korea. Robot James Spader has convinced Claudia Kim to join his ranks through convincing argument, and perhaps he's got her family held hostage and is demanding she complies. Now fuck, it's mind control again.
Your new robot body is being synthesized. It's purple for some reason, and it looks like Paul Bettany, who was announced as Vision and has been providing the voice of Jarvis for 5 movies. Gosh, I wonder what will happen.
Perfect. Soon I will be able to use this body to finish my master plan to destroy the planet using a device that doesn't depend on having this body anyway.
Did you say destroy planets? I am part of planets, so I am Avenger now.
Ah, I am also Avenger now. Who could guess red-eyed robot voiced by creepy actor is bad guy?
Suddenly, Spader's upload of his brain into Purple Paul Bettany is canceled as half of the Avengers show up. There's an extended Matrix-loaded car chase that ends with Spader getting away with Scarlet and the Avengers getting Purple Paul Bettany.
Well, we prevented Krang here from getting a new body, and we lost the only female member. But we've added 3 new Avengers to the roster, so I'd say this was a net win for Hasbro.
Oh, good. Just what this franchise needed. More superheroes. Let's turn that mailbox into a superhero too. Maybe the subcap.
The team returns to New York about 800 miles away, but that's at least a 4.5 hour flight. So, immediate smash cut to Interior Avengers Tower in New York City. Robert and Mark are doing science with the magic robot while everyone else is conveniently in another room.
Look, Mark, this robot has an infinity stone in it or some shit. I want to experiment with it. Just give me 3 hours.
Wait. What's happening here now?
You know how we've been trying to create a super advanced team to protect the world from murderous robots? Well, this technology from those exact same robots used by the leader of those robots to nearly destroy us might be the key to stopping future robots. I'm going to turn it on and see what happens.
This feels very familiar.
Okay, I'm running notamurderbot.exe. Now let's go party.
Not so fast. Just what do you think you're doing, Robert? What on earth makes this different than the last time you did this? No, seriously, can you explain it? I feel like something got cut out again. I'm lost.
It's different because the gem is yellow instead of blue, Chris. Holy shit, I'm defending this? This is so contrived.
I will use super speed to stop from happening.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Wait, I'm in favor of this too? And did I just use a bullet instead of an arrow? What the hell is going on here?
Verily, I know what the fuck stage your experiment has reached, but I'm just gonna electrocute shit and see what happens.
Thor zaps, zaps every fucking thing in the room. Purple Paul Bettany pops up.
Have no fear, Avengers. I only got the good parts of Spader, and the good parts of the Mind Gem, and maybe Jarvis. Also, I can fly, because robot stuff. And hell, I can just make a cape appear on me. Why the fuck not?
So, are you a good robot? Your eyes aren't red, so my guess is that you are.
I don't think it's that simple. But yes, it's that simple. I'm totally good. Let's kill Ultron. With kindness. And head lasers. Excuse me. Scarlet just tapped 2 wires together half a world away. It seems Ultron has returned to the only other location we've been to in this movie. Wow. How did we not think to look there? Anyway, he has an army of robots, and we have to stop him.
So just like last time, we have to fight a huge army of weak henchmen in the middle of a big city? Is it time to admit that the MCU has matured past the capabilities of Joss Whedon now?
Now, this is different. Last time it was an army of actual living, breathing aliens, which somehow all died when we blew up the central ship. This time it's actual machines, which you'd expect to shut down if we killed Spader, but in fact have to be dealt with individually.
Before we can go, can I change out my gym clothes? No, I wear tracksuit for the rest of the movie because I am Russian. Yeah.
Actually, Sokovian. Exterior, downtown, fake Europe. James Spader has used the vibranium to build a giant jetpack for the city of Sokoslavakistan, which is now floating in midair.
All right, Avengers, it's time for the brain-numbing action climax that plays out almost identically to every other Marvel movie. Hemsworth, I need you to go away for a while so that nobody remembers how you could effortlessly just electrocute all of these robots and end this battle.
The usual. Understood.
Chris,
Mark, go find Scarlett Johansson. James Spader left her alive for absolutely no reason. It's ridiculous.
On it. And I promise I won't turn green. I'll just grab Scarlett and we'll move away and live together and stop the world from being destroyed. Superheroes!
And Robert, I need you to fly around pointlessly and explain over and over what Spader's plan is until it stops sounding idiotic.
Yes, sir. He's gonna lift up the entire city and then drop it and kill the planet, and I've got my work cut out for me, huh? You sure you wouldn't rather I just detonate an EMP and end all this? Whatever.
Now the rest of you come with me. Priority 1 is to get the civilians to safety. You hear that, Zack Snyder? This whole third act is a big fat middle finger to you.
Tremble before my awesome new vibranium body, which appears to be exactly as strong and resilient as my previous body.
Is it just me, or is it crazy that darker, more mature Avengers movie still has no stakes because nobody died?
What did I see? Suddenly, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner, Don Cheadle, Anthony Mackie, Paul Bettany, and Elizabeth Olsen are confirmed for Captain America: Civil War. Mark Ruffalo rumored.
Oh. You did not see this coming. Crap, I have 5 lines in the movie, and 2 are same. I've been hawk-eyed.
No, my brother is dead.
Oh, like Sebastian Stan from Captain America, or Clark Gregg from Avengers, or Gwyneth Paltrow from Iron Man 3, or Tom Hiddleston from Thor 2, or Sam Jackson from Captain America 2, or Vin Diesel from Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's actually dead. Like we can't fucking top X-Men's Quicksilver, so fuck it. Dead.
Okay, but we can obviously revive him with Project Tahiti, which was specifically developed to revive fallen Avengers. Or we could use Thanos' time gem and undo it. Or we could upload his consciousness into a computer, a robot, or a life model decoy. These are all actually things.
Holy hell, comic books are asinine. Why are people acting like we're not watching the death throes of filmmaking?
Everyone gathers in the middle of the city to play tower defense when an onslaught of robots that Elizabeth Olsen could instantly vaporize her mind. Eventually, all of the robots are dead except James Spader. Then James Spader is too. Maybe.
The day is won! Now I must away to collect my deleted scenes and rework them into Thor 3.
Hulk fly jet away, but not into stars. Planet Hulk not happening. Stop tweeting puny Mark Ruffalo.
And I decided to retire as Iron Man once again. Yeah, perhaps go into politics. Wink, wink, franchise building. Mm-hmm.
Chris Evans assembles a team of new Avengers consisting of Anthony Mackie, Don Cheadle, Scarlett Johansson, Elizabeth Olsen, and Purple Ball Bettany.
Okay, I got 2 black guys, 2 women, and a robot. That should keep the bleeding heart pinko commies satisfied. Until this team horribly fucks up and starts the Civil War, of course. Avengers accept.
And Joss Whedon winks so hard that his eyeballs breaks. After some credits, I am Thanos, and my movie doesn't come out until 2018. Will you be able to see the payoff to all these stupid teases? Or will superhero fatigue set in after the release of Ant-Man, Fantastic, Deadpool, Batman 5 Superman, Captain America 3, aka Avengers 2.5, X-Men Apocalypse, Suicide Squad with wannabe Marilyn Manson as the Joker, Gambit starring Magic Mike, Doctor Strange, which never even gets made, Doctor Strange starring Khan, Wolverine 3, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Wonder Woman maybe, Spider-Man reboot, Fantastic Four 2. Yes, really. They were actually thinking that first one was going to be good. Thor 3, Justice League, and the Flash movie that isn't affiliated with a TV show, but is affiliated with an asshole. You're all doomed. Doomed. And nothing else happens after the credits. People look pissed. And defeated. At Air Shield Health Headquarters, 1989, Michael Douglas storms in to confront John Slattery, Haley Atwell, and Martin Donovan.
Hello, you fucking assholes. You shield tards have been abusing my magical shrinking potion. Somehow. Or maybe you will in the future. I don't really know. The point is you can't anymore. I'm taking it. And I'm magically deleting all the records of it so no one can ever use it again.
Slow down there, Gordon Gecko. Gecko, ants. Yeah, because crickets, ants, get it. Anyway, look, you can't just hide this from the world. You can shrink organic matter. That's a game changer.
What possible applications could shrinking powers have?
Shipping and storage for one. We could keep enough food to feed Los Angeles, and in an envelope if we had your red shrinky juice. That's just off the top of my head, and I'm going to develop an Alzheimer's. I'm going to develop Alzheimer's any minute now.
Screw you and the spin-off TV series you wrote in on. I didn't invent this shrinking formula just so it could fall into the wrong hands. Or any hands for that matter. Science must never advance, and everything should stay the same.
Martin Donovan is evil and does fuck all for the rest of the movie. Exterior prison. Marvel's patented handsome, funny white guy generator spits out Paul Rudd, goofy ex-con with a checkered past and a heart of gold. The soundtrack tries really hard to not play Hooked on a Feeling as he walks out of prison.
Hey, amigo, nice to see you. You haven't changed a bit.
Yeah, the maximum security prison couldn't take away these charms. How you doing?
Still Mexican.
That's hilarious. You should joke about it constantly.
They do.
So, how's things with your daughter and your ex-wife and your ex-wife's new husband?
Oh, they love me. They're friendly towards me and are slightly suspicious of me, respectively. Honestly, they're way nicer to deadbeat ex-con hanger on old me than I would have any right to expect. Feels more like I spent 2 weeks on a business trip than 3 years hard time.
So what now? You want to commit some crimes together?
No, I'm straight edge now. Fuck this. Let's make crime happen.
Penny assembles his crack team of hardened thugs, T.I. and Kurt Dawson.
Okay. Personalities. Nope.
I'm black, homie.
I'm Russian, comrade.
Cool. Done. So what do you got for me?
Well, my cousin's ex-wife's personal trainer, Cat's original owner, state senator's second favorite masseuse, has assured me that there's some old guy named Michael Douglas living in a decent-sized mansion on the other side of town. He's gonna be on vacation for about a week. He should hit the joint. We should hit that joint, yeah?
Do we know what's inside?
Nah, man.
Do we know what security he has?
Yet.
Yeah, fuck it. Was either this or Anchorman 3.
Interior Douglas residence. Paul scoots on down to Casa de Douglas and breaks inside super easily.
Almost suspiciously easy. Hardened burglars such as myself might worry about that, but more importantly, no, he wouldn't. Now, I'll start stealing some paintings off the wall, maybe snag some of that expensive china or a flat screen TV. Let's see if there's any jewelry in the. Ooh, a safe.
I don't know, man. That safe's a century old and made from solid steel.
Wait a second. Steel is metal, and the Titanic was made of metal, and the Titanic sunk in an iceberg, and icebergs are made of ice.
Paul drills into the safe and pours liquid nitrogen inside, which then expands, explodes the entire door. A trick which will sure come in handy when he gets his ice powers. Inside, he finds.
Oh man, it's just a shitty knockoff Star-Lord cosplay suit. It's even got the same color scheme, the same goofy red-eyed helmet, the same leather motif. I should really grab the microwave upstairs. I mean, I'd probably pawn for more than this thing.
But Paul takes the suit because he's an idiot. He goes home and tries it on in the shower.
Nope. Nothing weird about trying out an old man's leathery gimp suit that he keeps hidden in the safe. Ooh, buttons. I should push him. There's no chance this thing still has any battery life left in it after years installed. Oh, shit.
Paul shrinks.
Oh, God. I've become the tiny. This has incredible implications for man's understanding of physics, spatial reality, biology, and oh, dear God, the microplane is getting naked.
Paul falls to the floorboards and lands at a rave club and gets kicked around like a pinball until he falls into a drain and gets washed across town. And he lands in Narnia for a bit and gets chased by mice before getting launched into orbit and smacked around by Martians who punch him into the tumble dryer full of sewing needles, which he barely escapes before everyone realizes this multi-million-dollar blockbuster action film has essentially become a Tom and Jerry cartoon. So Paul grows big again and is fine.
Nope. This suit gets big. Nope, I don't know. I should sell it to Hydra for $1 billion and return to the old guy who stole it from, who's probably realizing it's missing by now.
He does and is caught instantly.
Who could have foreseen this?
Interior Douglas Corporation. Meanwhile, Michael has taken a trip to his old business that he hasn't been involved with in decades.
Ah, the old stomping grounds. I remember the good old days back when we used to develop amazing new technologies that I would never share with anyone ever. Oh, hello, daughter of mine.
Greetings, Mr. Douglas. You have exactly 34 seconds to espouse fatherly love to me before my next meeting.
Jesus, you're distant, but that's just an act to cover that we're secretly working together, right?
Not really.
Just then, Marvel's patented evil ball white guy generator spits out Corey Stoll, villainous CEO with daddy issues towards Michael. Douglas Co. has been taken over by me, Michael. Totally, you should probably Google your own company sometime. These kind of nasty surprises can't be good for your heart. Corey unveils his latest invention to a group of generic investors. Now, I know that what you're all thinking. We live in an age of wonders where Iron Man, Viking gods, and whatever the fuck Vision is can swoop in out of ether and kick your ass on 6 different dimensions before you have a chance to boost so much as a one car radio. Well, worry no more, potential supervillains. This yellow jacket shrinking suit will allow you to be small while doing generally villainy, which should render you completely invisible to anyone who doesn't have very good eyes. It also has tiny little lasers that are far more useful than big lasers somehow. It just comes in generic CGI yellow.
Oh, that's me. Wahaha, yeah, I'm just not seeing a percentage in shrinky powers. I mean, what's that fight scene going to look like? It would just be one bad guy fighting thin air while the tiny good guy zips around him exactly 1 pixel wide. Not exactly a thrilling prospect.
I'm sorry you feel that way, generic evil investor. Allow me to just follow you into the restroom like a creeper and fucking murder you by shrinking you into a little blob of organic jizz and flushing you down the toilet.
On second thought, I think I'd love a dumb yellow jacket suit.
I'm so smart. Interior jail. Paul sits around doing nothing in jail when a bunch of ants come into his cell and give him the shrinky suit.
Ew. Also, yay!
Paul escapes by shrinking down and flying across town on the back of a winged ant that can apparently travel at supersonic speeds. He gets to Michael's house.
I suppose you're wondering why I've called you into my exposition parlor this evening. I've been watching you, Paul. You have exactly the right amounts of charisma, charm, joie de vivre, laid-backness, cheekbones, and ability to make stupid lines sound funny that a Marvel protagonist requires. I want you to be the Ant-Man.
Awesome, my very own action franchise.
Not quite. This is a heist movie. Well, insomuch as it features slightly more explainy scenes than usual before the traditional third act rooty tooty shooty CGI fuckfest kicks in. Now, allow me to present you with your love interest, that Mary Sue elf from The Hobbit, who also happens to be my daughter.
Never used him to word Mary Sue Michael Douglas. Evangeline Lilly kicks Paul in the nuts, flips Michael, and leaves.
I think she hurts me.
Thank God. There's no surer sign that you'll be banging by the time the credits roll.
Yeah, but why did she hate her own father so much? Did you get drunk and beat up her mother or something?
No, we left that part out of this version of Hank Pym for some reason, even though we then made a running joke of me hitting people.
Michael gazes instantly at his collection of meticulously framed photos of his wife, looking away or behind a wall or wearing a huge floppy pattern engulfed in whipped cream.
You see, back before I yanked Evangeline out of Marvel's patented humorless bitchy love interest generator, I was the Ant-Man myself, doing the generic superhero thing way back in the 60s with my wife, the Wasp. On one mission, we had to stop a Soviet nuclear missile from reaching the mainland United States. She had to shrink down into the subatomic realm in order to pass through the missile's exterior and disable it, becoming lost in the cracks in reality in the process. Afterwards, I made a solemn vow to do right by my only remaining family member by becoming cranky, bitter, and distant.
Subatomic? How did that happen?
That's what happens if you shut off the regulator on the suit. Everything else on Earth apparently has its own built-in regulator, since nothing else goes subatomic when throwing Pym particles at it, but
that's not what I meant. You said earlier that Pym particles reduce the space between atoms. How the living fuck does it make anything smaller than atoms?
Because the fifth element is love. I don't know.
All right, well, this movie ain't gonna montage itself.
Interior training montage.
So, we need to steal the Yellow Jacket prototype suit before Corey can show it to more investors in a few days, because the last investors didn't count for some reason. Paul, I shall now leave you in the care of my daughter for your training. She is the perfect teacher, as she is extremely skilled in the shrinking suits methodology.
Which begs the question, why don't you just have her wear the damn suit instead of me?
Fuck that. We're competing with a goddamn Minions movie. Have you seen that marketing campaign? I'm brushing Minions out of my teeth in the morning. This is not the time to take the female-led superhero movie plunge. Evangeline, start learning respect for this lovable deadbeat divorcee. Paul, please absorb Evangeline's years of experience in a few short days.
Gotcha. Well, we're gonna get along great, I see.
Silence, Aunt Maggot. You are now in the crosshairs of my 30 years of pent-up dad. And I don't want to hear one, I feel something growing in my pants crack, or I'll fry your balls off with a magnifying glass. Move!
Paul learns how to shrink and grow some more. This takes about 10 seconds, but the movie makes it look like an accomplishment because it's his only power.
Now remember, Paul, when you're tiny, you have the same mass, which means you can punch with more force, like a bullet that somehow doesn't kill anyone.
Got it.
Bear in mind that this same mass rule only applies to punching, not to sitting on ants, not to running slowly across the length of a gun barrel while the evil henchman checks his Twitter account 3 times. Only punching.
Wow. I really hope Neil deGrasse Tyson isn't planning on tweeting about this film. Yeah, he's going to need a long weekend and a bottle of scotch to get to the first 10 minutes.
Well, in addition to the worse than usual butchering of physics, you've also got an ant controller in your helmet. This will prove incredibly useful in areas that have tons of ants in them, such as picnic areas, public parks, and top secret facilities with poor pest control.
Oh, they're cute. I'm going to name this winged one Antony. And this one will be Bryan Cranston. And I'll call this one Merch and Ivory Product.
Enough already. I think you're ready to sneak into my old office building. But before we do that, let's have you break into the goddamn Avengers headquarters to steal some science bullshit we suddenly need. You know, for practice.
Exterior new crappy Avengers building that isn't the tower. Paul descends from the sky on his supersonic flying ant epic mount and suddenly gets detected by the security system. He is confronted by...
That's right. The high-flying Falcon. I'm long overdue to prove my usefulness to this team. How about you, Shrinky Dick?
They fight, or rather Anthony flies around in circles, swinging his arms at nothing because we can't see Paul most of the time when he's tiny. Somehow Paul wins and escapes with the bullshit.
Beaten by Mr. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I better get to kick some serious ass in Civil War.
Interior Douglas Corporation. Paul sneaks into the Douglas building by floating through a water main on a raft made of ants, and then climbing up a ladder made of ants, and then flying to the vents on some winged ants, and then incapacitating a guard with ant bites, and then blowing up some computers with ants, and then he gets some ants to do his taxes and build him a Rolls Royce and manage his stock portfolio because ants can do fucking anything in this movie. Meanwhile, outside, Paul's ex-wife, current husband, Officer Bobby Cannavale, and his partner Wood Harris show up to arrest Michael Douglas for helping Paul escape jail.
All right, Douglas, come with me. Wait a second. That van there, it's full of Paul's partners in crime. Ignore Douglas and chase them. Chase all costs.
But then his police car gets stolen by T.I.
Abort! Chase after our car. Ignore the criminals. Chase our car.
Then Michael Pena throws a tennis ball.
Chase that ball! Chase it! Nothing matters but that ball!
And then Kurt jiggles some shiny keys in Bobby's face.
Free overload! Retreat!
Man, police can't do shit. No wonder it took you all 3 seasons to lock my ass up on the wire.
Meanwhile, Paul gets into super high-tech fish tank that Corey has been keeping the Yellow Jacket suit in. He drops inside and instantly gets captured. I suspect that something like this would happen somehow. Come on in, Douglas family. See just how fucked you all are.
Man, I am worse at planning an infiltration than a Quentin Tarantino character.
Yeah, maybe this would have worked out better if you had someone actually competent in charge. Like, I don't know, me?
Oh, come on. If you planned this heist, it would end with everyone getting stuck on a magical island for 6 years. Now witness my glory, for I invented the exact same suit Michael invented, except with a jetpack and lasers.
Yeah, weapons of any kind would be pretty useful on this suit right now, Michael. Hell, your wife probably wouldn't be trapped for eternity in the Higgins Boston anus if she had a decent laser cutter on her suit.
But hey, I did give you those crazy discs that somehow grow and shrink shit when they touch things. But not dust particles and microbes in the air, of course.
Paul uses the disc to bust out and fight happens. Wham, biff, sock. Corey shoots Michael right in the chest, but luckily misses all of Michael's major arteries. Veins, organs, muscles, bones, tendons, ligaments, skin, and clubs. God damn Marvel movies. The ant crew fight their way out of building via liberal use of shrinking and growing. It also turns out Michael kept a Sherman tank in his pocket, which luckily crushes no innocent people once it explodes through the wall.
Okay, Corey's escaping in his helicopter so he can sell the Yellow Jacket suit to Hydra. Anthony, use fly.
Curses! A cloud of winged ants is moving slowly towards my helicopter. Shoot bullets at them, henchmen. Shoot bullets at those millimeter-long insects. Corey kills Anthony, no!
No! Anthony! My companion with a 60-day lifespan has been slain! I shall avenge you!
Paul zips his way to the helicopter because sometimes he can sort of fly. Fight, my cronies. Flail your arms in random directions. Fill this tiny cockpit with bullets. They completely fuck up the helicopter. Corey then puts on the Yellow Jacket suit and thus begins the CGI clusterfuck fest that ends every goddamn Marvel movie. They fight in the chopper, and in the sky, and in a handbag, and in the street, and after all the random distracting action worthy of a Family Guy cutaway gag happens, Paul defeats Corey by hitting him with a ping pong paddle into a bug zapper. Seriously.
Corey's super soldier suit got taken up by 120 fucking volts. The awesome tech that's supposed to make the world shit its pants with fear. Why are we so goddamn determined to undercut any stakes this movie tries to build up?
Eat sidewalk, shitbird.
No, Bobby, wait, you can't. Look, Corey's waking up and he's gonna kill my daughter. You have to let me get Saber.
Fuck no. You're a criminal through and through. There's no chance in hell I'd ever let you. Squirrel.
Paul sneaks away while Bobby begins barking. He goes to the home of his ex-wife, Judy Greer, and his daughter, Abby Ryder, just in time to stop Corey.
We have to fight more, Corey. The trailer doesn't have enough explosions in it yet.
They shrink and grow and shrink and fight and cause a Thomas the Tank Engine to grow enormous size and totally crush a car because it created 50 tons of mass out of a fuck-all. However, since Thomas is not edible, nobody noticed this solution to world hunger that is literally staring at them right in the face. And now, to exact my revenge. He begins walking towards Abby at the pace of an exhausted glacier.
No. Corey's going to kill Abby. Eventually. At some point. There's only one option. I need to shrink to the subatomic realm in order to pierce Corey's armor. One patented Marvel brand self-sacrifice coming up. We are Groot!
Paul shrink bugs Corey's suit, causing him to reverse explode. Paul then travels further and further into the mindfuck dimension, transcending matter, space, and time. He may or may not achieve a sufficient matter density to become a black hole and thus destroy Earth, but since Dr. Tyson is now utterly blowed or shit-faced, we'll have to check with him later.
My God. It's full of Adobe After Effects. I can see all of reality. The future, the past, the really awesome, mind-blowing, genre-transcending movie this would have been if Edgar Wright has gotten his shit together long enough to actually make the damn thing instead of waiting a decade and letting Marvel build the largest media franchise in the world right underneath him. I could be trapped here for eternity.
But he hears his daughter whining, which allows him to re-embiggen himself.
Daddy, you're back. But how?
Eternal love, baby. Not time, nor space, nor reality itself can stop the Marvel franchise machine chugging.
Sorry, I've also learned to respect you, Paul. Here, let me just go delete your criminal record from every computer and wipe all recordings of your escaping prison and murder and every other police officer who responded to your APB. You're a free man, even if I go to jail later and they discover this.
Thanks, bro.
I am also totally cool with you. Want to have weird sex? I smell a threesome coming on.
Oh, sorry, babe. I got an elf lady waiting for me back home.
Also, my cousin's parole officer dog sitter's third favorite tarot psychic's husband, Stan Lee cameo, told me that they totally want you to be an Avenger now.
And I'm DTF all of a sudden, just saying.
Fuck yeah, Marvel movies! Nothing goes wrong for anyone ever!
Interior Douglas residence.
Well, Evangeline, the past few days have really caused me to reevaluate some things. I think it's time I gave my shrinking technology to the world. You want to guess how I'm going to do that?
Nanotechnology.
No.
Fantastic voyage style in-body medical procedures.
Nope.
Construction. Waste management. Space travel. Goddamn Las Vegas magic shows. Literally any of the world-changing applications you could use this incredible new technology for.
Did I hear super suit? Because that's what you're getting.
Michael unveils Evangeline's wasp armor.
It's about damn time. So can I maybe test it out before...
End.
Seriously, guys? Captain Marvel better be fucking awesome. That's all I'm saying.
Not really. The end.
And that is the abridged phase 2 of Marvel. Thank you so much for joining us. And, well, you will be getting phase 3 coming soon. Have yourselves a great night, and thank you for watching.